And Logano said it's the big three in me when he made it to the
Hello everyone, I am BowserJrXD. Welcome to the Call 811 Before You Dig 250, Round 8 of the NASCAR Xfinity Series. We've got Austin Dillon and Eric Jones in the booth with Adam Alexander tonight. Got Dale Jr. in the field.
I think he's going to develop it with Sheldon Creed. Really looking forward to seeing.
We got only a few winners in the field. Josh Berry with a win. Noah Gragson with a win.
When he was with Joe Gibbs Racing, he got better and better through this season. He got stronger, and when the money was on the line in Phoenix, he made it happen. And I see the same thing kind of happening through this year with Collick and Daniel building that repertoire throughout the year.
The one guy we have not talked about is Justin Allgaier, starting on the front row tonight, trying to end a 31-race winless streak. Here is a guy that can show up and win any week.
Well, Justin's really good under brakes, and if you can be good here in braking zones, you're going to really do well at Martinsville.
Anyway, we're just waiting for the starting command, and I'm going to read off the starting lineup. 5 cars DNQ'd today. The 52 of Harrison Rose for Means Racing, the 78 of Josh Williams for BJ McLeod Motorsports, the 13 of Chad Fincham for Motorsport Business Management, the 77 of Ronnie Bassett Jr. for the Bassett Brothers, and the Ryan Ellis in the 45 of Alpha Prime Racing. We got Ryan Truex in the field in the 18. Some of the other drivers here because we're on a short track. We got Parker Rutzloff back in the 38. Derek Griffith in the 26. Howie DeSavino in the 3rd in the 44. Shane Lee.
And in the meantime, driver, start your engine!
Shane Lee in the 35. And here we go. They're about to start. The engines are getting fired up. Hello, Jackson Workman. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good night.
How's number 8 feeling about an encore tonight? We talk to him next on FS1.
What happens when performance?
Now to go over the starting lineup. Starting 38th, driving number 28, Nerd Focus Ford for RSS Racing. Wrecking Ball, Natalie Decker. Starting 37th, driving the number 5, JF Electric Chevrolet for BJ McLeod Motorsports, Matt Mills. Starting 36th, driving the number 26, Toyota Racing Toyota for Sam Hunt Racing, Derek Griffith. Starting 35th, driving the number 08 Ticket Smarter Ford for SS Greenlight Racing, David Starr. Starting 34th, driving the number 6 Team JDMotorsports.com Chevrolet for JD Motorsports, Ryan Vargas. Starting 33rd, driving number 66, Work Pro Tools Toyota for Motorsport Business Management, JJ Yaley. Starting 32nd, driving number 47, Save22.Vet Chevrolet for Mike Harmon Racing, Brennan Poole. Thank you for subbing, Jackson Workman. I really appreciate it. Where was I? Starting 31st, on number 48, Big Machine Vodka Spice Cooler Chevrolet for Big Machine Racing, Jade Buford. Starting 30th, driving the number 88, Hellman's Fridge Hunter Chevrolet for Junior Motorsports, Dale Earnhardt Jr. That makes me very happy to say. Starting 29th, driving the number 4, Team JDMotorsports.com Chevrolet for JD Motorsports, Bailey Curry. Starting 28th, driving number 35, Kitty Cat Coin Ford for Emerling Gase Motorsports, Shane Lee. Starting 27th, driving number 34, E-Racing Association Chevrolet for Jesse Awuji Motorsports, Kyle Weatherman. Starting 26th, driving number 91, Anderson Power Services Chevrolet for DGM Racing, Mason Massey. Starting 25th, driving the number 27, God's Pit Crew Per Year Tank Chevrolet for Our Motorsports, Jeb Burton. Starting 24th, driving the number 07, Bucked Up LFG Burn Ford for SS Greenlight Racing, Joe Graff Jr. Starting 23rd, driving the number 99, SoCal Chevrolet for BJ McLeod Motorsports, Stefan Parsons. Starting 22nd, driving number 44, Alpha Prime Richard Green Chevrolet for Alpha Prime Racing, Howie DeSavino III, Xfinity debut. Starting 21st, Now the number 1, Accelerate Pros Talent Chevrolet for Junior Motorsports, Sam Mayer. Starting 20th. Now the number 38, Ponce Ford for RSS Racing, Parker Retzlaff. Starting 19th. Number 31, Taxslayer Chevrolet for Jordan Anderson Racing, Myatt Snyder. Starting 18th. Number 36, LaRue Industrial Snowblower Chevrolet for DGM Racing, Alex LeBay. Starting 17th. Number 68, Solid Rock Carrier Chevrolet, who, by the way, sponsor the Cars Tour, for Brandonville Motorsports, Brandon Brown. Starting 16th. Number 23, SimSeat Chevrolet for Our Motorsports, Anthony Alfredo. Starting 15th. Drawing number 51, First Pacific Funding Chevrolet for Jeremy Clements Racing, Jeremy Clements. Starting 14th, from number 21, Bennett Transportation and Logistics Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing, Austin Hill. Starting 13th, starting number 16, Action Industries Chevrolet for Colleague Racing, AJ Allmendinger. Starting 12th, starting number 19, Menards Lions Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing, Brandon Jones. Starting 11th, starting number 98, Monster Energy Ford for Stuart Haas Racing, Riley Herbst. Moving in the top 10, starting 10th, starting number 8, Harrison's USA Chevrolet for Junior Motorsports, Josh Berry. Starting 9th, starting number 11, Sir Cool Water Your Way Chevrolet for Colleague Racing, Daniel Hemrick. Starting 8th, number 39, CM Roofing A-Game Ford for RSS Racing, Ryan Sieg. Starting 7th, starting number 10, Chevy Truck Chevrolet for Colleague Racing, Landon Castle. Starting 6th, starting number 02, Half Off Wholesale Chevrolet for Our Motorsports, Brett Moffitt. Starting 5th, starting the number 2, Wheelan Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing, Sheldon Creed. Starting 4th, starting number 18, Shop USA Pickleball.com Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing, Ryan Truex. Starting 3rd, drove the number 9, Bass Pro Shops, True Timber, Black Rifle Coffee Company Chevrolet for Junior Motorsports, Noah Gregson. Starting 2nd, driving the number 7, Brandt Chevrolet for Junior Motorsports, Justin Allgaier. And on the pole, starting number 54, Monster Energy Toyota with a pole speed of 95.985 miles per hour and a time of 19.728 seconds, Ty Gibbs.
Well, thanks for chatting with us, Josh. You can get out with the rest of your guys. You might have a little bit of time here. And
wait, what happened?
Up later on tonight.
Yeah, thank you, guys. Hopefully we can get it in.
Well, I didn't even realize. They didn't even get off the starting grid. Is it raining at the track?
Everybody's probably watching from there hoping it keeps raining.
Well, you know, the Channel 3...
I didn't even realize it was still fucking raining at the track.
That we'll get it in tonight. This is just going to blow through.
All right, they'll probably hate to hear that, man.
Gregson, Dale Jr., Griffith, Weatherman, D. Savino to the rear for unapproved adjustments. But fuck! I didn't realize it was still raining.
Hey, let's go back to last year, and I kind of touched on this.
It came 5 minutes ago.
Here's a driver that's running part-time, and you never know when your big break is going to come. It's really not surprising that he won here because of how good he's been here and all the experience in late models. But the pressure he had to feel to go out and get it done, the magnitude of that victory is hard to measure.
It is, and you know, a lot of
I'm gonna be here for a while.
Guys that run in lower series and successful, and when they get that opportunity, you know you've run good here in the past, and you got to make it happen. But Dale Earnhardt Jr. sitting right there. I mean, he gets a lot of the credit for bringing Josh and helping him get to this point. But Josh goes out there and gets it done when it matters on these short tracks, and he's gotten really good at the mile and a half as well.
Well, you know, I think in NASCAR you don't have a lot of time to prove yourself.
Yeah, so I could. Is anyone up for a little NASCAR Xfinity Series trivia?
Junior Motorsports, you're expected to perform pretty quickly, and Josh.
While we're waiting, I got some. I got the knowledge, so. No, I could. All right. So All right. So the game will go as follows. Starting from 2021, Who was the champion and who was the Rookie of the Year in the Xfinity Series? And I'm going to go backwards from that. So, who won the championship last year and who was the Rookie of the Year? I'll keep going until nobody can get the correct answer. But who was it? All right. So who was the 20? I just want to see how far back you guys can go. Who won the 2021 championship and who was the Rookie of the Year? Oh, I tried.
So we have to go to the rear, but you know, it's a little bit of adversity, but nothing that we're not used to. So we're gonna keep our heads up and you know, try and make our way to the front. Be patient, but be aggressive and lay it all out.
Yeah, 2 years in a row we got rain.
Mindset going from, well, you were going to roll off third to now you're going to be in the back.
And I went back to 531.
Against all these guys, including your boss, by the way, and your teammates.
Yeah, I mean, it's we're starting back there. I think Dale's starting 30th, so hopefully we can get up to him, and I might lay the bumper to him a little bit. But you know, all the JRM cars, they've been fast this year, and you know, it's hats off to everybody back at Junior Motorsports.
Okay.
They're building really
Hamrick won the
cars,
championship, yeah. Who was the Rookie of the Year?
So short track racing, there's definitely going to be beating and banging, but we'll hopefully put on a show coming up through the field.
Well, speaking of Dale Earnhardt Jr., we're excited to have him back in the field, and right now he's standing by with Vince Welch. Hey, Vince.
Well, Jamie, it's so cool to be with Dale, and, you know, it's his lone Xfinity Series start this season. You know, we just heard from Josh Berry. We heard from Noah Gragson. What's the pride that you have in seeing their success and knowing that you provided them an opportunity to do that?
Well, I just enjoy, you know, it's fun with the drivers, right? But they got a goal in mind. They're trying to get to the Cup Series, and you're trying to help them achieve that goal. And they take a lot of different routes to get there. But to be quite honest with you, you know, the real reward is
yes. All right. Yes, Junior is driving the 88 in this race. He's starting in the rear.
Or down on the shop floor. We try to run a stable business that's dependable, that they know is going to survive.
Now we're just stuck here.
And we try to do it the right way and make it a good family, you know, atmosphere that everybody feels comfortable in, and we like to win, right? Because that really makes everybody happy. But we got some hard-working people back home that love to see these cars on the racetrack.
Who's rookie of the year in the Xfinity Series last year?
Play a little bit with them, and I don't know that I'll ever see any of those guys way up there in the front. It'd be nice to get up there. We'll see what happens, but they're so good. You know, I thought that I could get in these cars and compete anytime I wanted, but you got to do this every week. This ain't a playground. This is a real deal. You don't just...
The Iceberg on Twitter. In the span of 30 seconds, they screwed up the invocation, started the engines, and started raining, and they shut them off. The Rookie of the Year last year was Ty Gibbs. The F1 race is at 3 a.m. Eastern Time. And last time I tried, no one showed up for it. I'll try again, but good God, I don't know how. If it doesn't go well, I'm going to shut it off. Like, I'm going to delete the stream completely. I don't know how many people are going to show up to that. The first two Daytona 500s, 59 Lee Petty, 60 was Junior Johnson. 61 Marvin Panch, 62 Fireball Robert, 63 Tiny Lund, 64 Richard Petty, 65 Fred Lorenzen, 66 Richard Petty, 67 Mario Andretti, 68 Kel Yarborough, 69 Leroy Yarborough, 1970 Pete Hamilton, 71 Petty, 72 Foyt. Is Jamie Little holding Pop-Tarts? Anyway. 73 Petty, 74 Petty, 75 Parsons, 76 David Pearson, 77 Kel Yarborough, 78 Bobby Allison, 79 Richard Petty, 80 Buddy Baker, 81 Richard Petty, 82 Bobby Allison, 83, 84 Kel Yarborough, 85 Bill Elliott, 86 Jeff Bodine, 87 by Jackson Workman. I'll see you on when your phone is charged. 87 Bill Elliott, 88 Bobby Allison, 89 Darrell Waltrip, 90 Derek Cope, 91 Ernie Irvin, 92 Davey Allison, 93 Dale Jarrett, 94, 95 Sterling Marlin, 96 Dale Jarrett, 97 Jeff Gordon, 98 Dale Earnhardt, 99 Jeff Gordon, 2000 Dale Jarrett, 01 Michael Waltrip, 02 Ward Burton, 03 Michael Waltrip, 04 Earnhardt Jr., 05 Jeff Gordon, 06 Jimmy Johnson, 07 Harvick, 08 Newman, 09 Kenseth, 2010 McMurray, 2011 Bain, 2012 Kenseth, 2013 Johnson, 2014 Earnhardt Jr., 2015 Logano, 2016 Hamlin, 2017 Kurt Busch, 2018 Dillon, 2019 2020 Hamlin, 2021 McDowell, 2022 Cindric. Boom. My knowledge is on point, man. I love knowing stuff like that. Just rattling off fact. Ever since I watched Grill the Grid. Boom, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Yes, I am a nerd. I like knowing stuff. Okay? Austin Dillon said he will be with a Young's Motorsport truck next weekend for Bristol Dirt. Yeah, I mean, I think I could name all the F1 champions as well, just like he did. I could try it right now if you want me to, just to fill the gap in while they're waiting for the rain to blow over. Turns 3 and 4 are nearly ready. 1 and 2 need a little work. Nemechek did not show up to the debrief for Joe Gibbs Racing after the Xfinity race. A 6th place grid penalty has been issued to Devlin DeFrancesco in the IndyCar race for Long Beach due to unavoidable penalty. Nigel Mansell won the F1 championship in '92. He also won the kart championship in '93. Keep the questions coming. Yeah, Devlin DeFrancesco caused 2 accidents at the IndyCar race at Texas last month. And so it's only now is he being penalized for it. Oh, also, Dinger failed a tech inspection 3 times. So he has to do a pass-through lap. And at Martinsville, that sucks. Teams were told to uncover the cars.
Take the mouthpiece out for dinner, or do you think that thing would remain in there during the meal?
He would for sure chew
Yes,
on it
Mansell was the
during
man.
it. He would chew on it, take it out for some food, put it back in, start chewing again.
There you go. So speaking of food, Jamie McMurray, every time we get in a rain delay situation, he always says, like, that's everything that they're doing. You guys are just eating food right now. Just eating food. How do you sort of plan your rain delays, AJ?
I try not to eat a lot of food just for the mere fact that it's you can get yourself really full and not feel really good when you get in the race car, but overall, you just kind of sit it out. Yeah.
Well, God bless you for having that quality, AJ, because I think most of us just go and eat. I heard Justin Allgaier was eating Pop-Tarts. There's all kinds of hot dogs being consumed, all kinds of groceries. Listen, I want to talk to you a little bit about, we've talked about driver code. You were involved, obviously, with Ross Chastain in the Cup race. A little bit of bumper action between you two. But then last week we saw it with Ty Gibbs. And I feel like Ty has kind of developed a little bit of a reputation for being aggressive. It happened with Ryan Sieg at Vegas earlier this year. Just what is the perception of Ty from you and maybe from the other drivers in the series right now? Too aggressive, or is it acceptable?
Well, I mean, I think, Jamie, it's part of those. We're in a situation now in NASCAR where everybody's really aggressive. So, I look at it as however somebody races you, that's how you race them back. And you can decide on what they do and what they don't do. And basically, that's how you race them. So whether it's too aggressive or not, that's for each person to decide. And at the end of the day, if they do it to you, you got to do it back to them.
And here we are at Martinsville, of all places. AJ, let's talk about Martinsville, because you have 7 top 10 finishes there in the Cup Series, including 2 second-place finishes. You finished top 10 in one of the Xfinity Series races there last year. What did you think the first time you turned a lap at that little half-mile track? And obviously, you've embraced it pretty quickly.
Well, I mean, Larry, the first time I went to any NASCAR track, I thought, what in the heck am I doing here? It was Martinsville, Bristol, Darlington. I walked into Darlington. I was like, are we joking? Like, what is this racetrack? So I've had to learn at all these racetracks because I wasn't a guy that ran a lot of ovals back in my open wheel career. But, I looked at Martinsville that once I got used to it, it was closest thing to a road
slap
course
shoes
as
at the
possible.
track. The
So
best
that's something that I've always
NASCAR
enjoyed, the rhythm of it,
YouTuber,
the
bar
passion.
none.
So you just got to really kind of get into that situation, and then how you not overcook the brakes, overuse the rear tires. So it's a lot like a road course, and I've really come to enjoy it.
Yeah, that's my question, right? Because how many times we've heard about road course drivers, how they seem to adapt on this racetrack. Were you surprised at how easily some of those things transferred, and maybe some of the specifics that you're really good at that make you good here?
I mean, it was one of those things that right away I struggled with the racetrack, trying to figure it out. But once I got into the rhythm of, okay, what is, especially a Cup race, what is using up the brakes too much, and what is okay? What is okay early on in a run and too much late in a run? So once I got used to that stuff, it was something that I really kind of took to it, and I could kind of have my own style with it, and that's something that I've kept working on. And
I don't know. I don't know what your NASCAR switched to ethanol fuel. I don't know. 03. I'm gonna look it up. Like 03 is one. I know the first thing I thought of was 03. I don't know why. Because I'm thinking about Unicouch 76 and Sunoco. I don't know what year they switched to ethanol fuel. 2011. Okay.
And then you go out in the other car and you do your practice and qualifying, and then you're done with that, and then you get back in like the Xfinity.
See, hopefully we can get some more people in the stream.
I think it'd be a lot more difficult.
Get more
like
subs.
in the past where you jump out from practice and then you go right to qualifying, and then you go right back to the Cup car for the next practice, and so on and so forth. So it's not as hard as it I feel like it could be. You know. They are a lot different of a race car, but so far the characteristics of how you drive the racetrack to a certain degree is still the same.
All right, we're hearing that track's getting dry out there, so we'll let you go, AJ. If it does continue to rain, we'll look for updates from Mr. Tickles, your cat, because I'm sure he's out there somewhere in the motorhome. So we'll get Tara on
That's
that. That's
staying warm.
That's true. Tickles and Xena the Bulldog, they're in the motorhome, so if it keeps raining, I'm going back to them.
It sounds like a reality show in the making. AJ, thanks. Have fun out there today.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, confidence, right? I mean, just a ton of confidence. And the fact that he got that win at Coda is really good here.
Confidence, but also if when I think about AJ, he was a guy that was always really frustrated. I felt like in the Cup Series, it seemed like he would show that emotion every single week. And I feel like since he joined Colleague Racing, even though he's still running the Cup car some, obviously full time in the Xfinity, every time we do an interview, he seems happy and in a different place. Some of that is because of the results that he's been having. Super consistent, and I feel like he's almost getting lost in the discussion this year. He's super consistent. That team is very consistent, but I feel like all we've talked about is Joe Gibbs Racing and Junior Motorsports and those drivers. But is he kind of quietly one of those guys that we're going to see at the end of the year?
Yeah, and I mean, Shannon, you asked him about road course racing, and you know, for
all right, how much longer is going to be?
Cup, Xfinity, we only talked about him when we went road course racing. But honestly, when you look at his numbers, he's competitive at every type of racetrack we go to. I mean, 7 top 10 finishes, 7 for 7 so far this year in all types of racetrack. His average finishing position is better than 5th. So he's right there at the forefront every single week. I think he gets a little frustrated because he wants to be up front leading more, winning more races. But I mean, Jamie said it, just a picture of consistency.
Yeah, and you got to give him a lot of credit for the way he handled the Ross Chastain stuff, right? We had Chastain on Race Hub, and we did an interview
for those two.
with AJ. He's just so great, handled it so well. As you see, the drivers are in their race cars. So when we get back from commercial break, we'll head back out to the track. Adam Alexander, Eric Jones, and Austin Dillon. Round 2 here. Let's take the second take.
We've got your back, Road Warriors. Because we know you want to get back to going your speed.
Alrighty. So what the hell do we do now? I'm still waiting. I don't know. I don't know much about the mechanics. I know about drivers. I know a game I can play while we're waiting. It's called Crypt of the Necrodancer. I won't be able to show the gameplay, but it's got some fantastic music. Why are they just showing people's butts? I mean, I look elsewhere. Car, okay, specifically set up for alcohol. Okay, Steam doesn't want to load for me, so. But let's. Alright.
Check up the track.
We're racing for wins, so I gotta do whatever I can to win. And racers never forget, that's for sure.
So tonight, better leave your manners at the door. Because everyone knows nice guys finish last. This is Martinsville.
Now, who do I think will get the dash for cash? 75% of the people who answer my poll says Ty Gibbs.
Unless you're racing in Richmond or Martinsville, right? I don't think Virginia's for lovers applies here. Tonight is the NASCAR Xfinity Series at the Paperclip. Our coverage presented by Credible. The drivers back in their cars. The engines have fired. The shortest red flag we've had, right? I mean, this rain delay is done. And as you look at our Credible starting grid, we bring in our spotter analyst, Coleman Presley, with us again tonight. What do you see, Coleman?
Hey, Adam, we got a dry track out here. No rubber on it, so it's going to be an interesting start to the night. I think first and foremost, once we get these cars on the track, if I'm a spotter, I'm looking to get my driver down as quick as I can on this first restart. The longer you stay up on this initial restart with a green racetrack, you're just going to chew those tires up. So for me as a spotter, first thing, I'm looking to get my guy down, keep him out of trouble, make the tires lift for this first stage, and then try to keep him calm the rest of the race.
Yeah, you know, I think it's tough anytime you start after a rain delay. Not only the track has just gotten dumped on and there's no rubber on it. These guys have to get back right mentally, right? You sat in your car, you got buckled in, you're ready to go. Hop back out. You put down some Martinsville hot dogs, snacks out of your backpack, and then you got to hop back in and go again. So there's a lot going on. It's hard to get back in.
Cars coming off
down there doing
pit road now.
trying to get warm.
And we captured it, I do believe. There he is.
Yeah, it's an interesting warm-up session. Yeah.
I don't have a good feeling about this.
Well, he better be ready to wrestle here a little bit. It's going to get aggressive quick.
You didn't get involved in that, did you, Jamie?
I did not. I was going to say, yeah, he had to run it out a little bit. Not only did he have Pop-Tarts, but he had Doritos, too. So he had a nice little break, but he's ready to get to business. You know, it's been a tough few weeks for this 7 team. They finished 14th or worse.
What race? Xfinity race at Martinsville, just like we were doing before.
Great place, a great track for him. He's finished top 10 in all 3
Same
races
race.
in the Xfinity Series. And he told me, hey,
They're finally getting ready to start it.
Starting on the front row for the first time this year, and he said, with that little bit of rubber washed off, he said that could play right into our hands, just like it was in qualifying when the car was at its best. Vince?
Well, this is Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s lone Xfinity Series race of the season, and he has truly been a man of the people this weekend. He stood in the hot dog stand line, 2 hot dogs, by the way. He signed every autograph request, took every selfie before driver introductions. He told me the biggest accomplishment so far is that he's able to fit in his
Yours
driver's
is not at the same
uniform
time?
from a year
All
ago.
right.
He said it's going to take him at least a stage or maybe more before he really feels comfortable. That, I'm guessing, is going to happen just as we anticipated will. And by the end of the night, fitting in that driver's suit won't be the biggest accomplishment of the night for Dale Earnhardt Jr.
I just believe it is so cool that he comes back and runs a race every year, and how he not only embraces his teammates, because we know how good the guys at Junior Motorsports are, but how he embraces all the other competitors in the field.
Yeah,
Daniel Jr. Man is interviewing for me, okay.
You have to focus on it constantly, and that's what all of us race car drivers are doing during the week. We're trying to figure out how to make these cars go faster. It's on our mind constantly, and Junior is paying a lot of respect to these guys out there.
It's been pretty cool to see Dale back in the series. I know all these guys get pretty pumped up. I've seen the tweets about him all week. Guys excited to race with him, and it's always neat to see him in the series.
This guy right here, Anthony Alfredo, he's under Team Dillon management. He's with Our Motorsports. I watched him all week last week at Richmond, and his year of experience in the Cup Series,
Reminds you,
off this
all
year
right.
in Xfinity. You see him getting himself up inside and making good runs each and every weekend.
You mentioned Our Motorsports. They've gone from 2 cars to 3 cars in 2022. Anthony Alfredo and Jeff Burton along for the ride, and he has our state water heaters onboard camera tonight. One of a handful of drivers racing this evening from the Commonwealth of Virginia. Brett Moffitt, the third car that races under the Our Motorsports umbrella. Ryan Truex driving the 18 for Joe Gibbs Racing. Has never won in the Xfinity Series, so close on a couple of occasions. And the pickleball sponsorship has been so popular this weekend.
Are you a pickleball man,
I'm
Adam?
a pickleballer.
You are?
Oh, I love pickleball.
Eric? You
Never played pickleball.
Me either. I've never played.
All right, we'll have to go play, fellas.
All right.
It's a must. It's one of the fastest growing sports in America.
Allgaier passing through on pit
This is
road.
concerning.
Yeah, that's weird.
Did he just come down early to check his pit speed, maybe?
I don't know.
Like everybody else might have knocked the ammo.
There you go.
NASCAR qualifying
He
for
was
Cup
just
right
gonna use the
after
Everybody gets
Xfinity
a
racing
chance
in
to come
FP3
down
for
and make
F1.
sure everything is
Qualifying. We already had
set.
qualifying.
He just came a little early, so I was worried when I saw him coming down.
And final practice, I'm guessing, is tomorrow for
They said if you
F1.
don't win tonight, this is what we've got for you.
His pit road speed should be good, though. He gets 2
Here's us 30 seconds ahead. Yeah. That happens.
Junior Motorsports going for their third consecutive win.
This is for the Washington.
Here in
Okay.
Martinsville. Got the sweep last year with Josh Berry.
Jay
Greg
Inslee,
Smith.
right, for
And
Washington.
with Allgaier starting on the front road tonight, you got to feel like they've got a really, really good opportunity to go out and get the hat trick.
Eric, when you come down pit road and you're checking your pit road speed, what goes through your head during that time when your crew chief relays the message like, hey, we're pretty good on pit road speed, or this section was fast or slow? That's a lot to think about, isn't it?
Well, it's a lot to think about because it's so risk versus reward, right? There's so much to be gained and lost there, and obviously the risk is probably a lot higher than the reward you can get. So you're trying to push it. You're trying to watch your lights, figure out how close you are, and it can be a lot.
Race analysis, 250 laps. That's just over 130 miles around this half-mile facility.
I'm watching on FS1 on a computer.
Final stage, 130 laps. Fuel window doesn't matter, right? And now we're just I was worried when they stopped.
They're stopped.
They're just lining them up, make sure everybody's where they need to be, and letting the field catch up as they come off pit road.
You know, it's a real true short
To let
track
the crew
race. You only got 3
see
sets of
the
tires
whole
laying,
field.
250
Just make sure they
laps.
catch
The race is
up
gonna go
in time for the
quick.
race.
You have to conserve tires somewhat, but you also have to battle for that track position early. You have to be, there's a patient, aggressive mentality I think you have at Martinsville. And with those 3 sets of tires, though, you still have to manage your run here in the Xfinity.
What? The race isn't on Fox. It's on FS1.
I mean, it's a
The only Xfinity race on Fox this year is at Talladega.
Shown up to watch the NASCAR Xfinity Series, an outstanding atmosphere.
Is Dale Jr. in this race?
It's the Dale Jr. effect.
Great crowds all year, though. Yeah, you know, not just Cup, but Xfinity Truck. I think it's been a great show out there.
Well, it's been great racing. I mean, so many different winners in each of our series each week. You know, it's really exciting time to be a part of NASCAR.
Dale Jr. coming from the back. Noah Gregson coming from the back, front row.
All right, pace car is off.
Third pole of the season here.
All right, who's ready to go?
3 wins this year.
I don't have a cable top set-top box, so can't watch on TV. Here we go. The call 811 before you take 250. Green. Now at Martinsville. Ty Gibbs leading the field now with Sheldon Creed and Justin Allgaier behind him. Oh, a car spinning or something smoking. Caution on lap 1. It's the 47
Caution lap 1.
of Brendan Poole. Smoke pouring from the car. Congratulations, Mike Harmon Racing. You didn't even make it to lap fucking 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna say there's got to be a lot of fluid.
Fucking Mike Harmon Racing piece of shit ass car. You took us this far to get to green, and now we got the 47 blowing up. Fuck me, man.
Lap 1, we get a caution.
Fuck me.
Problems under the hood. Will step aside.
How do you fuck up that badly?
We'll find our rhythm.
Oh, God. Play on my Switch, the thing's in charge. But what the fuck? What the fuck? Seriously. God damn. Well, if you're watching this, don't forget to hit that sub button. I'll find a way to fill in the gap now that we're just waiting for fucking to go back to green. Unbelievable. The 47 giving terrible herbs. Well, where did the nickname terrible herbs come from? It's not clever, but it's just hilarious. My dick could drive better than that team. At least it would definitely know how to at least start a girl's engine, if you know what I mean. My humor, people. My humor. Wait, the gas company is called Terrible Herbst? Why would you call a company terrible? Why would you call a company Terribles? That's like asking to get your ass kicked. Terrible Herbs. Why is it called that? Good God. We got more people coming in. And then now I'm losing my mind over the fact that now that I learned where the nickname Terrible Herbst comes from. Oh Lord. Oh God, Dale Earnhardt, save me. Save me from the madness.
Here in 2020, Harrison Burton upending his dad for youngest winner all time at this track in the Xfinity Series. Twice here in 2021, back this year for a pair of events. This marks the 38th time the Xfinity Series has been here. 23 drivers.
By the way, between the two cars from Mike Harmon Racing, the team has negative 72 points. That's embarrassing.
With the headset on.
You better tell him he can get a bag of 12.
Is that Coleman Presley getting a hot dog?
His goal was 8. He told me he wanted 8 this weekend. Maybe that was just today, actually. I like his chances.
Pull had to get out of the car because the car is caught on fire as well. What a fucking train wreck.
I really wanted one when I came up here and it tasted good, but I'm good now. That's all I needed was one. Hey, let's stop.
Oh, those hot dogs look awesome.
Fire off here. Hey, Sheldon Creed, this is Austin Dillon in the booth. Way to fire off there. Looks like
give me one of those hot dogs, man.
Turn 2, but we're under caution here. What do you feel like your car's got tonight?
Well, going off of practice stuff yesterday, I feel pretty solid. Bought a couple little things, but overall, the guys did a really good job on our wheeler Chevy Camaro, and yeah, so we have for the 54 here early. Hopefully I can tell the guys what the car is doing, make the adjustments, and be there at the end.
Creed, he hasn't won at all this year. What are you talking about? He was a Truck Series champion. Of course he's going to win a few races back in that series.
Make its gains throughout the night, or where do you want to be able to beat this 54?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if I can get in the corner and roll really fast to be there on exit with them, it's going to be important. So I'm going to focus on that, try to get Mexico on exit. Obviously, it's a lot harder to do than said. So yeah, we'll see what we have here early and just try to run a smooth race, be there at the end.
Well, thanks for chatting with us. I know your spotter, Brandon Benesh. He's my spotter on Sunday, so you guys have a good night. We'll be cheering you on all night.
Thank you, guys.
You know who this worked out for is Justin Allgaier. Qualifies on the front row. Got to start in the outside lane. Early caution, he's third. Immediately, he gets the bottom lane on this restart. That's great for old number 7.
Okay, this is a freezer, not a time capsule. Sometimes the house itself can tell you how a young homeowner is turning into their parents.
This is stock cars, not stock trucks. Yeah.
That there is Progressive's Home Quote Explorer website, where I compared home insurance rates.
We don't need to print the internet. Some are beyond help. I will give you $100 if you can tell me what this is.
Scotch egg.
It's a meatball.
Progressive can't help you from becoming your parents, but we can help you compare rates on home insurance with Home Quote Explorer.
We've got a lot of work to do.
Medusa lived with a hideous curse. I mean, the whole turning people to stone thing was...
Okay. You're like, man... Like, what? Who's is another car that's gonna blow up when we start? See, commercial for Tyson. Reminds me of Tyson Holly Farms, the sponsor for the final race at North Wilkesboro. Come on, ready to restart. Come on, what lap are we gonna be on now? What the hell? I'm looking this up on Twitter. Favorite racing movie? Cars. And Cars 3. How much longer? That much longer. We've wasted 8 laps. We've wasted 10 laps of caution. Hell, 11 if you count the lap that it started on.
We have to give some love to is Parker Retzlaff. This kid has been so impressive. Last weekend, made his 2nd career start, passed more cars than anybody. He's been racing for a long, long time. Grew up in Wisconsin, and he's really done it all. A couple of ARCA starts, big iRacer, and gets this chance to go racing in the Xfinity Series. Only 18 years old. And you see what he did last week. Finished 10th. Passed 26 cars. They had some problems on pit road. I saw Rod Sieg, the owner. He said, we've got him a better pit crew tonight. And that 26 positions really doesn't even tell the story because they had a speeding penalty.
I don't have, I've only seen Talladega Nights and I don't like the movie. So I'll go with Days of Thunder.
Yeah, he's been impressive to watch the last couple of
Days of Thunder, yeah.
Short tracks, and I believe he's in the Coca-Cola iRacing series, so that's pretty cool that he's a part of that.
Parker Retzlaff drives in the iRacing Coca-Cola series. He drives the number 6 for RFK in the iRacing series.
I thought this was going to be big for Justin. Shelton takes the inside, and now Justin goes high.
We got a pretty amazing rule, this choose. I think it's really done a lot for NASCAR and made it interesting to see where people are going to choose to go.
Would you have done that? Would you have gone high again to start on the front row?
Well,
Yeah, I don't like the movie. It's very, it's.
Probably would have gave it a shot up there just so early on. The track's pretty green, but he looked pretty good there on the start. Just see what you can do. You know, 54 is obviously fast, so see if you can hang with it.
I just think about before the choose rule, right? We always you count cars off the pit road, and you try to manage that to make sure you were in that inside lane. Choose rule changes everything. So it's just like the start of the race.
All right, here we go. Finally restarting. Here we go. Don't blow up, motherfuckers. We're back to green. Seven is able to pull alongside the 54 on that one. One of the cars fell out of the groove. Oh, fuck. A car is falling back fast. The 0-2 of Brett Moffitt slowing down significantly on the straight. It looks like he broke or something because he lost. He fell out of the top 20.
Top spot, because if you don't get that, then they start getting that train going below you. It's so hard to pull down and fall into line.
It is tough and it kind of works your tires, man. I mean,
I don't know what the hell that's about. This ain't Talladega where you can fall back and come back later.
And, you know, he files in third there. That's where he was before. So, you know, I think hopefully he learned a little bit of something being up there on the outside. Maybe get a feel for the rim.
I need like a Dale Jr. counter.
Just put it in the memory bank for later.
you know, as rubber lays down too, later in the race, you might see guys be able to make a little bit more of a fight on the outside on restarts.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think one other interesting thing is going to be to watch.
Ty Gibbs currently leading. 3 wins thus far in the first 7 races. Earnhardt Jr. up to 33rd. Decker already half a lap down.
Trucking Chevrolet is looking good. It's rotating. Austin Kelly's another one that grew up short track racing and knows how to get around places like this. And interesting to see how much progress he makes this first stage. He started 14th and felt like he had a little bit of problems with the rear brakes, but looks like he's got it settled in pretty good right now.
Noah Gregson had to drop to the rear, changed a tire after qualifying yesterday. Not allowed to do that without losing your starting position. And there were so many guys that dropped to the rear. He wasn't truly all the way in the back, so he's had an advantage start of the race from 35th up to 28th officially. Now 27th.
All right, focusing on Josh Berry, now in 10th. Earnhardt Jr. to 32nd. I gotta go. Well, thanks for coming here, Jackson Workman. It was a pleasure. Don't worry about it, man. You do you.
You can see him. He coming off the quarterbacks here almost every lap right here. We'll see how it plays out for him. As like Coleman said, as the rubber lay down and we get more laps. I mean, you can just see he's driving really free.
That's, you know, it's so cool when we come to Martinsville to me to watch all the different styles and all the different setups, right? There's so many different ways to get around this track. There's so many different ways your car can handle. You know, you see Josh's car kind of really hiking up there on the exit, and it's interesting to watch everybody's different mentality.
Hey, Brett Moffitt qualified top 10. He's taking his car behind the wall. Transmission issues. So tough for that race.
Yeah, the 0-2.
Some traction. We talked about our motorsports. And
0-2 out of the race and transmission problems. So Decker won't finish last. Here comes the number 7 of Allgaier inside of the 2 of Sheldon Creed to try and pass for position.
Before the race started, he's so good under on the brakes, and he gets in there and gets the car rotated. And we're going to be able to complete this pass here and see if Sheldon can tuck in and get in there and just learn from it.
And we have the Shop USA pickleball car following through.
When that door gets open, drivers get really anxious, and Ryan Truex taking advantage. Landon Castle right there as well.
And just like you talked about earlier, Adam, you know, Shelton kind of gave the bottom to Justin there, and he's going to end up losing 3 spots on this. So it's such a fine line, you know. It's early in the race, but this track position, as short as this day is going to matter.
That's something I like to see. Those cherry
Gibbs out to a 1.36 second lead.
those brakes up and beating and banging right there. Team affiliates and Colleague and RCR. At least the cars are going toward the front.
All 3 common cars inside the top 10. AJ Allmendinger is 8th.
Oh, Creed fell back to 5th.
What do you think there, Coleman?
Hey, listen to that audio from AJ Allmendinger's spotter, Frank Denny Jr. A lot of short track racers around Virginia know Frank Denny Jr. He's actually a 2002 winner here, the big late model stock race, the 200 lapper that Josh Berry won a few years ago. So not only is that advice that he sees up here from the spotters.
All right, Mayer and Clements, 14th and 15th. Mayer finished 4th last year. this track, tying his best career finish at that point.
Those drivers up for the $100,000 in the dash for cash. You don't have to win the race, just got to finish in front of the other guys. And AJ right now not in a bad spot. Scored 8th, but Ty Gibbs has been incredible leading this thing, and his teammate Ryan Truex looks good early, Jamie.
Really good so far. They're telling him really good on exit. Keep doing what you're doing, but he's impressive.
Ryan Truex in 3rd.
Second time we've seen him in a Joe Gibbs racing car this season.
6-letter word starts with the T ends with an A. I don't know what you're talking about. Trauma.
Tools to set you up for success. I want to make the most of it. Qualified 4th, holding a pretty wheel here, running 3rd right now, Vince.
Well, I'm taking a look at Landon Castle running 4th. I talked to he and AJ Allmendinger before the race, and Allmendinger wasn't happy with his car at all. And Landon said, I don't know, I like running these cars. I'm still learning them, but it's quite a step up for Landon Castle and the quality of equipment he's got from college racing. He said he's still learning about how to maximize the car. And I tell you what, he's doing a pretty good job of that right now, taking it up inside the top 5.
Qualifying always helps, and him
Oh yeah, Toyota.
has been a huge benefit, as you can see him running in the 4th position.
Wow, you can get the brakes on the 11.
Yeah, you can see the brakes. Yeah, those brake rotors are glowing.
At this point in the road.
Ryan Sieg getting aggressive back there in the 7th spot, pushing.
All right, time to see how Dale Earnhardt Jr. is going right now in this race.
Have a hot dog or 2 or 3 or 4.
Dale Jr. is up to the 29th position.
The largest gig speed network. It's so fast, it's game on.
Decker's a lap down.
Okay, you spent way too much time rehearsing that. The champ here, his gig speeds run on Can't Catch Me Wi-Fi.
Okay, that's fast.
Fast? Let's leave them in the dust fast.
Nice, Noah, but we're talking about Xfinity X5. It's fast like take home the checkered flag fast. Can your internet do that? Here's my dip. Yes!
Did you bring yourself a layer dip?
Yeah, but it's just 7 layers of beans.
Resourceful, or did you invite all your friends to watch your favorite team?
They're losing, but that's okay.
So sweet, so unique. Baby, there's nothing better. I bet you probably done something that deserves a Dr. Pepper. Did you pretend to like sports, or your girlfriend's dad would like you better?
What? No, I love sports.
Me too.
Dr. Pepper. I'll always remember the number 26 Busch Series car, driven by Bobby Hamilton Jr., Andy Houston, and Ron Hornaday. There's also the number 50 Washington Irving Motorsports car with Mark Green and Tony Roper. We're back. Car. All right, the number 44 for Alpha Prime is crashed.
Prime has stopped on track. A Virginia guy who has brought his fans to the track.
Why do they keep showing us kids? Stop. Take your camera away from the kids.
9 days away.
You're making me think that one of the cameramen's a pedophile.
We're on the dirt for a second consecutive season. Our coverage begins on FS1 with race day, and then we're over to Fox, under the lights, prime time, Easter on the dirt, at the last great Coliseum. This is going to be awesome.
I'm looking forward to it. I had fun last year. I don't know about you, Austin, but think they've made some changes in the track. I think night race is going to help out. New car, should be good.
Yeah, I love dirt racing, so you know when we go on dirt racing, I'm pumped up.
Dale Jr. qualified 30th, had to start at the rear, now 28th.
Really tight the second half of the corner. Car just won't get back down the racetrack and up off the bottom. Through throttle. A lot of lip rear. It feels like the lip rear just driving the car straight.
That's not a good thing.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I mean, I think the good thing is he could come down pit road right here, maybe flip the stage if he wanted to and make some big adjustments. You know, coming back to, you know, he gets one race a year. Your crew chief's probably trying to keep that car tight so you feel comfortable in it. And, you know, they can make adjustments, take some wedge out of it and see what they can do to get him rotating at the 3/4 mark.
Okay, we just got word that NASCAR has invited Ty Gibbs, our race leader, to the NASCAR hauler when the race is over for not rolling out of the throttle when the caution comes out. So there you go.
That's tough. I mean, it's kind of your spotter communication letting you know, or if he didn't see the caution, or, you know, usually they do not like it when you go by safety vehicles fast. So I don't know what the cause is, but that's usually when you get called.
It's not fun to go. I've been one time, fortunately, and it wasn't that pleasant, to be honest.
I'll say this, slowing him down is a major problem right now for everyone.
Austin Hill on pit
We
road.
may have some takers on the strategy.
Let's flip the stage is what a handful of drivers are saying. Here they are, Vince.
Well, and Austin Hill is going to hit his pit box.
Noah
looking for a
Gragson.
little adjustment. They're going to make an air pressure change and give him some tires and gas as well. So a little bit of a strategy. See the wrench in the rear. They're going for a chassis adjustment to help him with his handling, Jamie.
Noah Gregson in the 9 from the back all the way up to 12. He is on rails. Said we don't need any adjustments. I'm good in the center and entry, so let's just make it a 4-tire stop here and fill it up. And since
BattleBots is yesterday, bro. It's over. I'm not going back to that, especially not the way the season ended. All right.
When everyone else comes down, Noah Gregson wins the race.
Whoa.
Off pit road. And could very well be the lead.
Gailey gained 7 spots in pit road after not taking tires.
Hey, make sure that next caution flag time, roll out of the gas neuter, so you know we're going to yell that.
That was Chris Gale, the crew chief. I like this partnership, though. Young driver, veteran crew chief who's had a lot of success with a lot of different people. Chris is really good. You've worked with him a lot, Eric.
Yeah, I worked with Chris all my Cup years up until last year, and obviously Chris has that Cup experience, and he was a great Xfinity crew chief before that. And I think that Cup racing, all of those 3-4 years, just made him an even better crew chief than what he was.
How about that 88, Vince?
Yeah, they want to make some adjustments on that, Adam. Really tight through the second half of the corner, and he couldn't get up off the corner, Dale Jr. speaking of, and just didn't have the turn that they wanted. So they came in, made some adjustments to get that handling a little bit better as he makes his way through the field.
And, you know, I think that's tough, too, not just for Dale to hop in, but for the crew chief, right? You know, there's no communication between those two. I don't know how well they know each other, but he's trying to take Dale's feedback, figure out pretty quickly what he's really looking for.
Right, you know, you can talk all you want, but you can start to learn stuff when you're looking at data, and the GPS is what they go off of here, so you can't really see your wheel angles like we can in our cars with the SMT data in the Cup side. You know, last week I was trying to watch our guys at Richmond and see, you know, how much wheel they had, what was wrong with the car, and it's just hard for a crew chief. I mean, it's pretty old school and just goes off of communication, so time is the only thing that really helps you there.
Gregson, the first off pit road on the fresh tires, is going to restart 23rd. They played this.
All right, here we go. Restarting once more. Green again at Martinsville.
Luke Lambert was looking back on history, wasn't he? Indeed. And that car was running through the field pretty fast before that caution.
The restart is a repeat. 54-7 on the front row.
I said 54 got a better jump.
That was a big move.
Yeah, he got down quick. He's happy with that move for sure. And it shows that you can make that outside work if you get down early.
You know, I think it's really about 2 laps, right? If you don't get down in the first
I don't want to think about BattleBots after what happened yesterday, man. Besides, it's watching a NASCAR race. Right now, they're focusing on 3rd through 6th. Castle, Truex, Creed, Sieg.
Yeah, well, if you're the 10, you're thinking about I raced the 2 car earlier, and I was faster, so you're trying to hold on to that track position and get it. They kind of beat and bang there for a couple laps, so now, yep, he made the move to get back by the 2 by kind of crossing him up, but that's why he's fighting.
A lot of drivers are side by side right now battling. So. Castle to 4th.
That's short track racing. Yep, 12 to go in the stage, and you're just trying to get those points. I know, that's a lot of cars right there racing, and you get in that train like you talked about earlier, Adam. It can get frustrating fast.
It's not just a train; it's a collie train. It's a Castle, a Hemrick, and an Allmendinger.
Well, not only too, you get stuck up there, you start getting roughed up a little bit. One guy gets into you, another guy gets into you. Temper's raising up, and you're getting hotter and hotter inside that car, and the helmet's feeling tighter and tighter, and it's not a very fun feeling.
Isn't it funny when one guy bumps you and then somebody else sees it? They're like, oh, we can do the same.
For sure, it feels like it's a party.
Sheldon Creed falling back now, Jamie.
Yes, he is back to 9th now. Said before this race that the transition of full-time Xfinity has been harder than he thought. Just knowing what to ask for, what he needs out of this race car, and that's kind of what's going on right now.
Dale Jr. up to 26.
Cannot roll the middle as good as he wants to, and that's where he's lost all the positions.
He's a rookie. He said yesterday.
25th.
Just needs some good luck. They have had some things go against them this year, and just
Decker 2 laps down already. He'll probably get lapped before the end of the stage. They get lapped again.
Had in his career back-to-back top 5s, won the $100,000 last weekend. He's really got to go.
His fresh tires are paying off for that 21. He's starting to make moves, but I'm sure he's taking care of them as he goes up through there, knowing that he's not going to have that goodie that these other guys that come and get kit tires after the stagings.
On board with Jeff Burton.
To the bottom of the 36 now.
He's 16th.
You see that big line, and you're thinking, I'm faster than every one of them. You just don't know quite how to get
Your eyes get really big.
Yeah, it's a lot of spots for me.
7 to go on the stage, and the best of those drivers that came down and got tires under that last caution is Noah Gragson. And he's racing very, very aggressive here.
Noah Gragson side by side with the 16th place car of Jeff Burton.
He's wearing on those tires. Does this surprise you at all how aggressive he is in this situation?
Well, I mean, there's no better defense here than offense. That's the only hard part. Like trying to save your tires.
Also, Ty Gibbs called to the hauler after the race to slow down when the caution was out. NASCAR Race Control warns everyone that failure to slow down when caution comes out will result in intent to the rear.
He's probably in a better position than what he was.
Noah plus 6, the best of the bunch since we returned to the green flag.
That was earlier.
And for a guy like Dale, obviously he's a little bit farther back in the field tonight. But I think something for him that's really fun coming in one race a year. The nice thing about NASCAR is no matter where you are.
Here comes Gregson at passing Parker Retzloff.
Get in a race and do what he loves no matter what.
But he's going to gain a ton of track position once we begin that second stage. Down to 3 to go.
Here comes Dale Earnhardt Jr. passing the 4.
Yeah, Ty's been very strong.
Another pass.
Flag and,
yeah.
These guys got to make some adjustments to try and get to where he's at. He's got a
Fucking 54 has always been good. Last like 5 years. 3 years.
Definitely seen that rubber go down too. They're saying it went down a little bit. As cold as it was, we weren't too sure, but it looks like the track stuff really kind of lay a groove down there. And that's gonna.
All right, coming to the white flag. We've got 1 to go.
Final lap, opening stage. Ty Gibbs, 3 wins this year, but only 1 stage victory. Making it from the pole.
Ty Gibbs wins the stage. Allgaier, Truex, Castle, Hemrick, Dinger, Brandon Jones, Berry, Mayer, and Sheldon Creed to round out the top 10.
Truex, Castle, Hemrick, the top 5. Allmendinger, Jones, Berry, Mayer, and Creed scoring points.
Hello, not Matt DiBenedetto. Yeah, I'm a little behind. I see you came from right, but thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I met him on the NASCAR Discord before, but thank you so much for coming here, man. So now to see the different strategies intertwine with each other, because now some of the drivers that pitted are going to restart up front now. Right now I'm just tired and I don't know why. Maybe because I had 3 fried chicken sandwiches for dinner in my dining hall. I guess wait, you got banned from the Discord? What'd you do? What'd you do, man? I'm really sorry to hear that. Oh, well, thanks for stopping by. Like I said, I need some corn chips. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, and hopefully you get back into the Discord. All right.
Coverage on FS1 presented by Credible. Ty Gibbs wins the stage and pit road is open. Vince.
Colic teammates Lane and Castle in that 10 pitting from the 4th position. They're going to take some tape off the front of the grill at the end of the stop, trying to give him a little bit more.
Bro, you don't make death threats toward drivers. You're gonna, of course, gonna get people mad.
Driving off the corner as well as he'd like. Still running top 5, but they need to improve it some, Jamie.
You see Truex in the 18 there, just not pointing like he wants it to. Seems like all these guys are talking about the center being their biggest issue. The 7 of Justin Allgaier, same thing. A little bit tight, but he said he's been learning some things following the 54. Speaking of Ty Gibbs in the 54, little tight center. Now that the rubber is laid down, he wants some right rear stability as well.
And now we're going to be
Ty wins the race off pit road. Yeah, well, you got to know it's about behaving correctly in the moment, man.
If you have type 2 diabetes or high blood pressure, you're a target for chronic kidney disease. You can already have it and not know it. If you have chronic kidney disease, your kidney health could depend on what you do today. Farxiga is a pill that works in the kidneys to help slow the progression of chronic kidney disease. Farxiga can cause serious side effects, including dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in women and men, and low blood sugar.
Alright, now we're waiting again, because we're probably going to restart after this. I picked Dale Jr. He's following the winning strategy that Byron used yesterday. Alright, come on. We just gotta wait. Blue Emu, maximum pain relief cream. Back yet?
Great week, the NASCAR Xfinity
Yeah.
Series racing on a short track, and once again, $100,000 on the line for these 4 drivers. Mayer,
Yeah, I'll get to it eventually, but school
Mayer got the check
right now is the #1 priority.
And when you look at where they are running, they all just came off pit road. Best of the bunch, Ty Gibbs, who dominated and won the opening stage. Allmendinger just outside the top 10. Herbst is 16th. Mayer is 17th. This is the quad box of the drivers going for the money. What do you see on this stop for Gibbs?
Looks like they had a little hang up on the right front. Yeah, you know, Martinsville is a hard place to pit. You don't always have the most pitable car here. It just doesn't droop out very good on the right front, so he's probably struggling there. Clean and go.
That was Hollywood.
He was liking that stop.
All right. 7 cars.
Did not pit there. They had gotten their service under that last caution. Noah Gregson has the race lead, takes the inside lane alongside Myatt Snyder.
Here we go. Green once more.
They had a 7-car buffer. 54 chose the outside, so he gained a couple of those guys. We'll see if he can get in line, because that'll be an advantage to having some guys on low tires.
Damn, Ty Gibbs already to 5th.
Helped his starting position right by taking that outside lane. So the 54 in a pretty good spot here in regard to track position and those fresher tires.
Yeah, you see that shoes. Ty Gibbs went from running outside the top 10 to outside row 2. That's like the best Christmas gift you can get at Martinsville. Now he's going to be able to use those tires to his advantage.
Damn, he's rocketing away.
It's hard for some of these guys that don't get to run up front a lot, like, you know, the 07, the 26. They don't really have that knowledge with the shoes, so they laid up, took the bottom, and it was a Christmas gift for Ty Gibbs.
I like Christmas.
Gives up to 4th. I'm hoping Dale Jr. Dale Jr. running in 5th right now. Mike Snyder forced out of the groove.
Back to 3rd.
See how this 88 does as the tires wear out here. I think he made a better adjustment. He's starting to, you know, he's maintained his track position so far in this run, and hopefully he's able to stay up there in the battle, keep making his car better.
He's got the Hellman sponsorship.
Oh, here comes Dale, the driver for Dale Jr. right behind him. But he looks like, oh, Jade Buford spins and hits the wall. Caution comes out. But yeah, that car not heavily damaged.
Tough break for Jade, who scored in the 13th position when he went around.
Looks like he'll be all right there. Oh, boy.
13th. Contact with the 07 and Joe Graff Jr.
Have to wonder if something precipitated that event, or maybe it may have just gotten a little hot.
Looks like he was needing something to curb off of, to slow it down.
For sure, he slowed down. But I think Jane will be all right. He didn't, you know, like we got now, these composite bodies, we've seen it this year, are pretty tough. I think his fuel inlet looks to be intact, so I think he's going to be just fine.
Jade, a couple of weeks ago, matched his career best finish at Circuit of the Americas. Noted road racer, finished 8th when we were racing in Texas. Gregson leads, and the USFL is almost here. Players are fired up and ready to go as we are just 8 days away from the start of this innovative new league. The inaugural season kicks off on April 16th with a battle between the New Jersey Generals and Birmingham Stallions, airing on both Fox and NBC.
Who's your team, Adam?
Oh, I'm a Stallion all the way.
Really?
That does fit you.
I don't think Stallions are bald.
Eric, you a General or a Stallion?
I'm a Stallion, man, for sure.
We're about 30% of the way through the race right now.
Need a team up in North Carolina. Do they have a team in Carolina?
You got a bull riding team. We should bring a USFL team.
Why don't you get in on that?
The Carolina Cowboys, we're working hard right now. The draft's coming up in May for the PBR. excited about it and been putting a lot of research in. And, you know, the original Carolina Cowboys, Jerome Davis from North Carolina, so he's our coach this year. And looking forward to that draft, man.
So when are you hopping on the bull?
That ain't going to happen. Those boys are different. I can't believe they do that. It's a lot of fun to watch their mentality, though.
A.J. Allmendinger, 8th on track right now. Here he is under caution.
Man, like a hot chocolate stand would be awesome up here. You sure are a prima donna. I'm just saying, I know you're in there just chilling. I mean, if I could turn around, actually, under caution, I would probably be the guy selling the hot chocolate.
I mean,
Is that Frank?
well, I got to know, Coleman, do you need hot chocolate?
There is no hot chocolate where we are. I don't want any of the team owners, drivers to think that we're up here eating hot chocolate, having hot snacks. We are fully focused on working, so that must have been a bleed over.
I salute the spotters tonight because it's cold outside, and you saw the flag. It's really, really windy. I mean, the fans are out in full force, as we said earlier, and I have to give a nod to our entire Fox NASCAR crew because they get in early, they leave late, and so many of our camera folks are out in the elements each and every weekend. They were here yesterday in the rain and wind and cold.
Man, it's pretty nice in this booth, I'm not going to lie.
That's me. That's just me.
What's the temperature at in here?
They're just kicking it down there in the 9 pit box here. Chilling out, watching a little film.
Yeah, I'm on the USFL. I don't care about football at all.
Just saying it looks pretty good.
Look pretty good right now out front.
Updating the weather from our Fox
46
weather app.
degrees.
46 degrees. It is windy.
It's a ball.
Stages, the stand in Martinsville actually filmed kind of decently, at least in the front
If you were with
stretch.
us earlier, fired the engines, a little storm blew through, a little front, some rain, but we didn't lose.
All right, choose roll.
And short delay, probably about 30 minutes.
Ty
later,
Gibbs going to be restarting on the outside front row.
Yeah, no, I think the 9 car, I'd love to see him on equal tires against the 54. He's been fast all night, really came through the field fast, and we'll see what he can do here with the bottom. I think Ty has a little bit of advantage, obviously with the newer tires, but I think Noah's going to give him a fight here, and we'll see. You know, to me, these two are the dominant cars right now.
You know, a bit unfortunate for Noah. His strategy really is kind of went out the window. The 54 had 2 restarts work out here so well for him. He's right back on the front row, but I agree. I think Noah's going to put up a pretty good fight here.
Here's the
He
thing,
will.
if Noah can stay
Wreck him.
in the top
Wreck him.
by the end of the stage, he's established the track position that he needs to be able to win after starting in the back, right?
He'll absolutely be a gain on the stretch.
Here we go. Great restart for the 9.
Right there, he's going to have the lead off the 2.
Ty Gibbs.
Right off Dale Jr., he too playing strategy,
All right.
restarting inside the top.
Ty Gibbs going to second. Dale Jr. is going to be stuck on the high side.
I'll tell you what, it sure is a lot easier to sit here and watch them right now and tell them what they should be doing. You got to be in the car.
You kind of lose perspective when you're behind the wheel, right? I mean,
It's like, come on, man, what are you doing?
He's right beside Myatt Snyder. He's going to pull ahead. No, almost.
An 88 right here. He's doing everything he can to get down. He got a little bump there, maybe.
Yeah, he's going to fall back to the 5th position, but will he be able to...
You know, I think
Up.
get this 31 here. If he keeps working it, he's going to have to get in line here. But
Now he's stuck behind Justin Allgaier.
Just doesn't seem like his car is still, he doesn't have it where he wants it when it comes to, you know, rotating the center. He got a little push right there in the middle every time.
Allgaier, the next car in line that pitted at lap 64 at the end of the stage. So he's on a little fresher tires than those guys in front of him, other than Ty Gibbs.
All right, Earnhardt finally closes in, settles in at 7th.
Rotating the way he wants. In fact, they're talking about putting a rubber in at the next stop just to get that significant of an adjustment because he cannot get it to do what he wants. If he's to contend for the win, they got to make it better.
Oh crap! Now he doesn't settle in.
that's a big change. If you're going to put a spring rubber in the right rear, you know, I think that's going to be a pretty big shift in your car. Obviously,
Mike Snyder gets past.
And you have to be aggressive
Ford.
in these Xfinity races because you
Man, that car definitely, or Junior, he can't get it into line.
see if he can get to rotate on the gas just a little better.
Myatt Snyder having a good weekend,
Coming through,
but on on the receiving end of a nudge from Justin Allgaier, who said, I've got places to go. Opens the door for Brandon Jones, 19, rolling to the front. And the pickleball machine is there. Ryan Truex.
Little battle here. Noah's doing a good job.
Yeah.
Maintaining, but the 54 with those fresher tires is starting to, he's breathing down his neck.
Yeah.
Interested just to see how Ty is going to work over Noah here. Obviously, you see the aggression week in, week out from Ty. This is
Get wrecked.
a faster car to really work him over, pass him clean, and kind of establish that's how you're going to do it for him.
Halfway through our second stage.
So smooth off the corner. Both of them.
And two young superstars battling.
Junior falls outside the top 10.
As we go side by side.
Jay hit the brakes.
The dirt race is back at Bristol in 2022. And this time,
Well,
it's a
Ty Gibbs moves Rexon out of the way. Passes for the lead.
September, right?
Wonderful.
It's the
There comes a 9 trying to get back there.
On Easter Sunday, April 17th. Save big by grabbing a weekend package today at BristolMotorspeedway.com. Remember, this isn't just any
Wonderful.
dirt race. It's a dirt race at Bristol, baby.
It's Bristol, baby.
Hope he loses the race. I'm tired of this ass. Dale Jr. and Mindhunter have been falling back. This is it's a battle for 11th.
For Toyota, racing isn't all about the numbers. Like 162 cup.
Allgaier misses the turn completely. Loses a ton of spots, it looks like.
It's about the thousands of bumps.
What happened?
It's the millions of fans and the endless rain of confetti. It's the countless I love yous. Our success is in a generation of memories. Here's to the next.
Hi, I'm Johnny.
Like, what happened?
Hall of Fame career. It's
Oh! Snyder out of the groove!
Blue Emu's non-greasy, deep penetrating formula gets down
Okay, no, he lost one spot, but
and without any of that
I'm talking about Allgaier.
A new era of pro football beginning in April.
The USFL officially kicking off. 8 teams battling in 43 games. It's more football, more opportunity. It's good news.
The bottom line is we all love watching football.
We're announcing the A coach. Good coaching is a great start. The 2022 USFL draft is open. First name quarterback Shane Mast. Iron Howard report. Never gets the most standalone football league. Fans have been waiting for this moment. Now, spring football is back.
All right.
You saw it while we were away, side by side, some really good, entertaining racing here in Martinsville. Ty Gibbs takes over the race lead. Gregson is second. Justin Allgaier has fallen back to 5th, and you saw it side by side. He had a big moment.
Wheel hop city right there. Holy cow. This re-rack right here. Re-rack. This set's definitely a lot freer than the first set laterally, especially on entry. No changes for inbound, so.
I tell you what, that was an impressive save right there. You don't see many guys come back from that.
No. I've wrecked him. I've wrecked a car here just like that. That's
Ooh, Sheldon Creed damage on the right front of his car. He's dealing with Herbst, who's back in 14th.
Him and the 31 got into a hard break.
There's a whole lot going on right now, Coleman.
Yeah, hey, we were talking earlier about how the track's taking rubber. We wasn't sure if it's going to happen as cold temperatures as it is. I was looking at Ty Gibbs. He's running about that lane up in the corner and then really focused on getting point and drive out of his car. You back up to Justin Allgaier in 5th after that slip up. His lap times are still good, but he's wrapping that curb super tight. Just wanted to bounce off with Austin and Eric there in the booth. Talk to everyone about the differences in lines as the track takes rubbers.
Yeah, you see guys change their lines when the rubber lays down. You see guys kind of center up their car over that line of rubber, start to dive in the corner. You see guys that really hug the apron to try and keep the left front as clean as possible in the cleanest part of the track. What line do you like? Is it more like what your car's doing at that time, or?
I think you kind of go off what you got, feel. But I really like to get down on the curb. It seems like you can almost, you can hook right around it. Kind of throws you around the corner. I've done both. But
We're going Brandon Jones put a little bit of the bumper to Austin Hill,
Well, you see the 21
knocking him out of the groove.
To the 19 and Brandon Jones. Brandon Jones been beaten on the bumper of that 21, but Austin Hill says it's just been too tight to turn the center of the way.
They're side by side now. All Geyer follows Brandon Jones through 1 or 3 and 4 now. Or that's 1 and 2, excuse me.
Gibbs is leading. He's dominated. Brandon Jones up to 3rd. Truex is 6th.
They said it was damage with Snyder that caused damage on Creed.
He's on that tire.
Oh, hard spinning. Stephon Parsons. Yellow comes out.
Stephen Parsons goes around, did the 360, and we get our 5th caution of the night.
And Joe Graff Jr. has damaged. He already is involved with one incident. He spun out, I think, Jade Buford.
Let's first analyze this. Joe Graff Jr.
What are you doing, man? Yeah, he just spins out Stephon Parsons.
I'm not really sure what to say about that.
This is a highlight reel. Look at that. Stephon
Parsons spins it and keeps it straight.
360.
But goddamn, Joe Graff Jr.
Keep the car out of the wall if you get spun right there. You're carrying a lot of speed.
Yeah, you got to commit one way or the other.
He committed to the floor.
Yeah, you go back to the strategy thing. We're going to be right around 15 laps to go in the stage. And we saw it was a little more than this when we pitted there at the end of stage.
Joe Graff Jr., the man who will ever be known for DNQing in a Richard Childress car.
See if they flip it here or not.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of these guys have made it work. Obviously, the 9 and the 21 have maintained and gained track position. So if you're one of those first
Couple
two
cars pitting, Herbst.
to go with it, it's probably the right move.
Riley Herbst comes in. So does the 51 of Jeremy
Clements.
Herbst, one of those drivers up for the dash for cash. He'd like to win $100,000.
Yeah, but the difference is he's terrible.
Strategy play to try and make it happen. Ty Gibbs leading 17 to go on the stage.
This may sound strange, but you've been here before. You were here when this wrench was turned, and when this line was drawn. Oh, and when this stitch was sewn. You inspired the Lexus ES to be, well, more you. So thank you. We hope you like your work.
Get special offers on the 2022 ES350.
Also, Simon Pagenaud was fastest in practice for IndyCar.
PNC has helped over 7 million
first practice
kids
at Long
develop their
Beach.
passion for learning through our Grow Up Great initiative. And now, we're providing billions of dollars for affordable home lending programs as part of $88 billion to support underserved communities, including loans for small businesses in low and moderate income areas. So everyone has a chance to move forward financially. PNC Bank. See how we can make a difference for you.
Applebee's Irresistibles are back, now starting at $8.99. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
These TV sweethearts will name that tune in 9021 Notes.
The theme song from Beverly Hills 90210. That is correct.
Name That Tune Celebrity Edition, all new Tuesday on Fox.
Guys, I've got a very serious question. Are you tired of worrying about hair loss? Are you tired of looking in the mirror and not loving the...
What? Oh, son of a... Anytime you see someone labeled alpha male, oh, God, that makes for a cringy commercial. All right, how many laps down is Decker now? Decker's still 2 laps down. And 35th. She has taken an RSS car and driven it to shit. Where are the other RSS cars? The 38 and the 39. Park Retzloff, 19th. Ryan Sieg, 14th. While we're here, as we're coming up to the end of stage 2, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See if we can hit 535 today. Tell all your friends as well. So hoping I can do one big stream for Charlotte when I'm actually at the track and get enough battery packs to keep my live stream running for the rest of the fucking, for the entire goddamn Coca-Cola 600.
Position here.
Come back to the restart with 14 to go in the stage.
That's right. Copy. Speed well right now. We came a long way from the back of the pack. You did all the passing.
Yeah, I mean, strategy, right? I guess that's what he's saying there. But yeah, important restart. Get you set up for this last stage.
Here we go.
They can get it better too. So I mean, he's going to end up.
Ty Gibbs pulls away from the field again.
Gibbs gets away quickly. Gregson took the outside lane and trying to fight down to the inside. Brandon Jones gets by.
No, Gregson will settle in third.
He's been making a good run here tonight.
He's been here all 3
It's
times.
anyone but Ty Gibbs. I'm so sick of him winning. So I don't fucking like Joe Gibbs racing.
Sneaky good track for the driver from Atlanta, Georgia.
Hey, it's my cousin. I did not know that.
That's not true. I knew that. He delivered that with a straight face.
Okay, enough focusing on two truths and a lie. Focus on the goddamn racing.
Yeah, we're all of the same family tree. Yeah. You're talking about Brandon Jones and how well he has run here, Adam, and I talked to him before the race about that, and he said, really, they've had the speed all season long, so he was anticipating a good run tonight. He said, if we just clean up our mistakes, maximize our car, I think we're going to have a shot at it tonight, and he's in a pretty good position right now, Jamie.
And we'll keep it the Indiana family here as we talk about Noah Gregson falling off a little bit. He has those older tires. He pitted last on lap.
Yeah, but he's holding on in third. Dale Jr. holding on in 12th.
Exit, just hang on to it. He said, our car's pretty good. I wouldn't make any adjustments if we were to pit right now.
I just go, back to that last restart.
I'd have to agree.
That Gregson took the outside lane as we watch a great battle here.
Ooh, the 10 getting a little loose next to the 1 of Sam Mayer. And here comes the 8 of Josh Berry and the inside of Hemrick.
They're always around each other, racing hard.
9 laps to go in the stage, and behind the 11 and the 8 as they tussle is Dale Earnhardt Jr.
And racing for stage points there. We award stage points to the top 10, and we'll be paying that out here in 8 laps, so you got to go get it.
Both Dale Jr. and Noah Gregson are at the back, and they put themselves in a position where they can possibly win the race, and that's what's important here.
But only 7 to go. If he can get there, he's going to have a big gain from the strategy that Andy Street chose with the 21 car.
Allmendinger and Mayer just behind him. Dash for cash eligible.
It's currently, of course, Ty Gibbs leading the Dash for Cash run.
Austin's in a tough spot right here. He's kind of pinned on the bottom. There's about 10 cars lined up here.
Caution is out.
Caution out.
Number 6.
26 of Derek Griffith.
Making his second career start tonight. Driving for Sam Hunt, who's running inside the top 20.
We got 5 to go on the stage. I'm thinking a couple people are going to come in for tires.
How to manage strategy.
Stage points, track position. This is when it gets interesting for the crew chiefs.
Because the difference in tire wear will not be as big.
I don't think the 23 appreciated the block.
Yeah, I mean, you can only
Anthony
go so
Alfredo
far.
spun the dude out.
Look at that left rear tire.
Yeah, he was trying to hold on.
One from New Hampshire, one from Connecticut. They probably root for the same sports teams, but they are not agreeing about the real estate on track.
Do you think they root for the Stallions or the Generals?
I don't care about the fucking USFL.
Now the question becomes, do you get restarted before the stage ends? And the next question, if you can't, do you pit? Anthony Alfredo on the radio.
Did my pits there. He blocked me all the way down the straightaway, and I was there. All good. Locked up, trying to stay off him once he went for it.
Yeah, it's one of those things is risk versus reward. Sometimes you got to give a little bit when you come down the straightaway low. I mean, no one in this series is going to live for you, or the Cup Series, Truck Series. A lot of guys coming here think it's the right move.
This is a huge pit stop, right? Could give you control of this race for the final stage. A good number of lead lap cars making pit stops, Jamie.
And the 7 of Justin Allgaier, you saw that brake hop earlier, and he went up the track happy to get some fresh tires here. No adjustments for him. I think we have a few other takers. The 54 is in, and the 9 is Wilkins.
Just saw the track bar adjustment on that 21.
Hello, Tristan Reedy. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by. Cars are pitting. All the cars are pitting. Who's going to win the race off pit road? Of course it's going to be Ty Gibbs. But a few cars stayed out, including Brandon Jones. Dinger gained a spot. Truex loses a spot. What about Dale Jr.? Dale Jr. gained 2 spots in pit road.
They take that first pit stall. He wins the race off pit road. Gregson is second. Allgaier holds serve, +1 for A.J. Allmendinger.
Yeah, he's getting used to that number 1 pit stall. I guess he'll get it next race, too.
He will. So Brandon Jones did not pit. He was running top 3. He stays out. There were 13 cars that elected to stay on track. And, you know, a couple of things here. Maybe you're chasing stage points. Maybe you feel like you still got plenty of time to get back to the front if you wait it out and pit at the end of the stage.
Yeah, Brandon probably hadn't had the finishes that he's wanted this year, so he goes out there, hopefully gets a stage or bonus point, can translate that, and then also he's got those tires. He could decide to put them on later.
All right.
Riley Herbst's going to restart.
It's going to be a 1-lap dash to the end of the stage.
Pit stop at lap 103. Sure, he will not stop unless something goes wrong here at the end of the stage, so he could be in line to gain a ton of positions. How about row 2? Ryan Sieg, David Starr.
11 cars stayed out.
Shootout to end stage 2.
This could get hectic up in the top 10. A lot of guys on old tires.
Here we go. 1 lap to go. Brandon Jones, Landon Castle, Ryan Sieg. Jones will lead the field down the back stretch, and he's going to obviously take the lead going down into turns 3 and 4. Coming out of those turns, your top 10 are Jones, Castle, Sieg, Brown, Starr, Alfredo, Parsons, Clements, Herbst, and Shane Lee.
It's his first stage win of 2022.
David Starr earning stage point. Stefan Parsons, Clements, Shane Lee with a stage point. All right, I am enjoying myself. Racing is enjoyable. Also, a tail panel on the next-gen car is the reason that RFK was bopped 100 points and $100,000. Oh shit! Jimmy Johnson is in a cast. That's never good.
That 10 of Landon Castle still looking for that front grip. The chassis adjustments being made there. The 19 of Brandon Jones coming in. They stayed out previously, chasing those stage points, and it was valuable for them as they got that stage win. He really likes the car. They are going to make a slight adjustment because of the way it handles in traffic, but otherwise really happy. And the 39 of Sieg, they put some tape on the front to help with the handling there, but they've been pretty pleased.
Some of the drivers that stayed out that had already made pit stops. Here's your guy, Stephen Parsons. The spin,
all
the
right.
save.
They're playing that, so let's see what.
See, I'm a little banged up here. I have a splint on. First and foremost, apologies to the fans at the autograph session. I wasn't able to attend.
A splint.
We got something else going on here. I'm on my way to be further evaluated just to get a good, honest look and understand what my options are. Really don't have any clarity at this point, and I look forward to updating you all very soon. Hey, everybody.
Yeah. Save at the pump. Go fuck yourself. All right. It's time to vibe. Oh, they're back.
Our coverage begins with race day, 7 Eastern here on FS1. Chad Canals.
We still got about half the race to go.
Joy in the booth, and it all follows Yankees Red Sox tomorrow. FS1 on the Fox Sports app.
Did the Tigers win today, Adam?
I don't know the answer to that.
I know my Braves didn't win last night, opening day, but, you know, we went 0-4 last year to start the season and came back and won the World Series.
First career laps led for Stephen Parsons, who's probably a Tigers fan. Like
Stephen Parsons led his first ever laps. He's at the front of the field.
Up for the dash for cash. He plays strategy, stays out. He's in the outside lane.
Shane Lee staying out as well.
Going to come from row 2. Final stage at Martinsville.
Here we go. Will he be able to hold on to the lead? He's got pressure from behind. Here comes Ty Gibbs making it 3 wide. Parsons will get swallowed up. Ty Gibbs dives low. Herbst to the lead. Ooh, Herbst. Gibbs almost turning the 98, looks like. They are. Hell, I'd rather have Herbst win over Ty Gibbs. Anything but him. Looks like Ty Gibbs with better tires. He's going to dive low and run away. He's probably going to lead the next 120 laps, because god damn it. Wreck him! Wreck him!
It really hasn't mattered what the strategy situation
Wreck that little...
Ty Gibbs just seems
I don't
to
know.
always find his way.
Wreck the golden boy!
Yeah, the 7th, man, he was really coming before he had that big issue where he
Earnhardt Jr. to 9th, 10th.
save when he did it. So I'm interested to see when it goes green here if he can.
Now I got to deal with this again.
Yeah, I'm looking for a long run, right? I mean, I don't think we've really had a run here.
Earnhardt Jr. to
40 laps
8th.
at this point. So it'll be interesting to see if this thing gets stretched out for a ways, get some lap traffic, get some things mixed up, what really goes on up front here.
Patience is so hard in this situation right here that Jim's in. You can see the guys in front of you. It's chain reaction from the front to the back right there. And you know, man, if I can just get one more spot, and I'll be in a better position.
Careful, Josh Berry. 35 going wide of Shane Lee. How do you race your boss, your teammate? This is the Bass Pro Shops on board for Dale Jr.
Yeah. When does it go out the window? I mean, last week we saw some teammates racing pretty hard there at the end of the race. It'll be interesting if Josh gives a little tap here. I'm pretty sure he's a big fan of the guy in front of him right now, though.
It's not beyond a junior motorsports driver to get aggressive. Sam Mayer.
Ooh, yeah, Sam Mayer punting Shane Lee out of the way.
Yeah, might as well throw the deuces out too. See you later.
Stephen Parsons fading a little bit here.
Well, no shit. He's in a horrible car.
For the save and the opportunity.
Here comes Allgaier to the inside of Terrible Herbst.
Second, he's bringing Noah Gregson with him. Jamie.
That's the battle for second spot. Earnhardt Jr. up to 7th.
A year ago, that moment when Josh Berry went to victory lane and Junior said he hadn't cried that much in a long time. And I asked Josh tonight, I said, was that moment, that winning moment, what got you this full-time ride this year? He said, absolutely. That was something that needed to happen in my career, and it got me here this year. And he owes it all to Dale Jr., and their relationship is something so special. And to see them getting to race against each other is great.
He passed the boss, Jamie, and he did it clean. Yeah. All is right in the world. Things starting to pick up a bit here, Coleman.
Yeah, we're talking about the drivers starting to get aggressive. I seen Justin Allgaier lay the bumper to Riley.
I need Ty Gibbs forced out of the groove if one of them gets up to him. Because he did it, because he raced Nemechek like that. I say it's fair game on him now. Here comes Ryan Truex to the inside of Riley Herbst.
As this track takes rubber, his car stays looking good. So I'm interested to see, now that he's established somewhat track position, got some clean air in front of the laps he can put together here in the next 15, 20 laps.
The tires for Riley Herbst a little older, so he is starting to drift. Ryan Truex takes advantage, so does A.J. Allmendinger, and the next guy he'll see, the aforementioned Josh Berry in the 8.
The 8 is on the move here. Good lap times similar to the leader, actually, about 2 laps ago.
Closing on 100 laps to go, and all the drivers you expected to
110 to go. Ty Gibbs just casually dominating the course, and Ryan Truex, or no, it's a lap car. Now we wait. Now we go back to jamming. Buried to the back of Terrible Herbst. Spin his ass around. Shane Lee falls to 29th. dinger to the back of the 18. 19 being super aggressive, almost wrecked the 4 of Bailey Curry. And it's Snyder. This here vibing because I'm waiting for the commercials to end. Right now.
Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug.
I think the 7 is catching up a bit.
While we were away, you saw it side by side. And for the final spot, actually, you're racing for 4th here.
Yeah, the 7 is caught up a bit.
Nice spirited battle, Coleman.
Yeah, this has been going on for a while. We were talking about baseball a little bit ago. AJ's got his nose in there a couple times. Strike 1, strike 2. Look at him shove it in there really hard to the corner. His patience is starting to wear. He realizes he has a good car right now. He's starting to get pressure from the 98 and the 8 behind him, so he's going to want to try to get around.
8 coming up on the 98. He dives low. 4th, 5th, 4th through 7th, the 18, the 16, the 8, the 98.
He knows how to maximize the braking zone, and that's where you're seeing him beating.
There he finally clears. Anyway, I gotta update this whole thing now.
His experience here, he does a really good job under brake.
And man, that's a tough pass. You know, the 18's moved up there a little bit. Kind of got that big wide arc and really getting the run off the corner, taking away AJ's exit. It's going to be a tough one to make happen.
Thought he was going to get there, and then just a little bit of a bobble into the corner. Maybe he can complete the pass here. Jamie?
100 laps to go. 16 laps. All right, the 16 passes the 18.
And really that entire 18 team. All-star car.
8 making his way, trying to make his way past the 18.
They bring fast equipment each and every week. Jason Ratcliffe calling the shots, and Truex coming to Martinsville as a one.
That 8 car is definitely making moves through the field now.
You see John Hurd-Nevencheck, Trevor Bayne, everyone that's gotten an 18 car has been fast. I think Hurd does a really good job. And Coleman's right. That 8 car steady moving to the front. Martinsville's his place, man. He does a really good job here in that late level experience. He knows how to make a car better as the race goes on.
It's hard racing here for 10th.
I mean, I do my speed running streams. I did battle bots. I might do Formula 1 and IndyCar. I mean, I stream the things I like to watch. That's about all there is to it. Mayor passes Sheldon Creed for 10th. Why do something, unless you're making money off of it, why do something you don't like to do? Barry passes for 4th.
With Sam is just to string good runs together. And they're starting to do that now. And that's got to go a long way to lay a foundation, in particular with confidence for a driver that has limited experience. Noah Gragson starts in the back, uses some strategy, gets to the front. He's led laps, and 3rd with 94 to go. Coleman.
Yeah, just now got to spun in front of him.
Oh,
Bring a caution out. Bring it back
the
to
7.
I'm going to guess that was wheel hop related.
The 7 car damage to the right rear after he spun. And the rear all fucked up. He'll fall back to 3rd, but he's obviously going to fall way back because he's got a fixed damage. He's 4th in points right now, if I remember correctly. The Junior Motorsports crew, 3rd through 6th.
Wow. It's the second time that's happened. He's struggling with those rear brakes. And what he said on the radio is, I went forward. He went forward with the balance. You have a brake bias in your car, and he felt like he went forward. It should have helped that issue.
You know, Austin, sometimes I think doing the opposite helps, though.
Yeah.
Almost if you go to the rear when you're struggling with wheel hop a bit, sometimes that can actually cure the issue better.
Yeah, it can really plant the back of the car. I don't know, man. That could have also, it could have built from earlier. I don't know if something, get looser. Yeah.
Gear could have been damaged. Transmission dog rings get beat up pretty good through that. There's a lot.
All right, while they're fixing all that up, I'm going to go take a piss
Here
break.
goes to Joe Graff Jr. He's 33rd, and the reason I bring that up here is just because of all these cautions, you have so many cars still on the lead lap. I think it closes the window on your strategy a little bit. You got a set of tires, but with 92 to go, I mean, is this too early to come and use them? Graf gets the free pass, but look at his car. My goodness.
That has been rode hard and put away win.
And the answer is everybody's going to pit here.
Get your tires now so you don't have to think about it later.
They're heading your way, Vince.
Well, there was a lot of discussion on the radio about who was coming and who was not, and there was decisions being made right at the very end. The 88 of Dale Earnhardt Jr. has come in. He said it's just about a 3 tight. They have been twisting on this car all night long, trying to get it better. They are improving it, but it's not quite there yet, Jay.
Noah Gragson, they thought it was going to be too soon to pit, but they said, let's see what the 54 does, and of course he came. So then I'm putting some tires on there. Josh Berry working on the 7.
Cars coming in for their pit stops. Beat the 54. Beat the 54. Oh, the 9 beats the 54 off pit road. Yes. Boom, shakalaka. Earnhardt Jr. gains 5 positions on pit road.
For Dale Jr., Riley Herbst gains a couple. Josh Berry
Something
goes in the
smells.
wrong direction. They repair damage on the 7 of Justin Allgaier. There were 5 drivers that stayed out.
Oh, baby, that makes me excited.
How the evening goes for them, not just because they have track.
And this time, Noah doesn't have 20 lap older tires, 22 lap older tires. Let's go.
We mentioned that next weekend, Easter, dirt racing in Bristol, Tennessee. No Xfinity race next weekend in Bristol, but we're back at it in 2 weeks' time at Talladega Superspeedway. Big, fast, wide open. It's a wild card race for these Xfinity cars. And Austin, you'll be joining us in the booth. Kurt Busch will also be there.
That'll be exciting. I love Superspeedway racing, getting to hang out with our buddy Kurt Busch. And Adam, I always enjoy being up in the booth with you. It'll be an awesome race.
2 Daytona 500 winners going to be in the booth that day. That
is true.
Let's hear from Josh Berry's radio.
Can't win races like that. Yeah, you'll be fine here, man. You're the guy here. You can pick us up here. Drive that thing on up there. These guys just gonna get crazy here again. You know how this game is played here. You got them.
Frustrating. Drive into the top 5 and lose spots on the pit lane, right? Especially here.
It is. I mean, he didn't lose too many, though. I mean, a lot of those guys that are in front of him are on old tires. You get the top 5, and the crew chief did a good job kind of focusing, giving his driver confidence. He's still in a decent position here. There's a lot of laps to go, and we'll see how this plays out.
And just like you said, these guys are they're going to get wild. You have to do every time in this race.
How many laps do you feel like we have to go green here for the guys that saved descent for it to matter?
Man, I'm thinking at least 60. At least 60 to somewhere in there. A full state.
5 cars didn't pit. Creed, Jones, Brown. Oh, I fucked up. All right. Oh dear.
These guys out front, they wanted to go green for quite some time. And
oh shit, Noah Gragson lost a ton of spots.
Breed cautions, and you can't really.
And Ty Gibbs must muscle his way through.
Noah Gragson won the race off pit road, but Ty Gibbs able to use that outside lane, get down, and he gets out in front of Noah Gragson. And based on tires, that's where you think the race for the lead eventually could come from.
I do. I mean, the choose cone is huge, and Ty's used it to advantage.
Wow, 5 cars under a blanket, 6 cars under a blanket. Oh Jesus! Josh Berry's gonna come out in front of that group.
We're still 3 wide.
That was like of 11th through 15th.
18 was sparking there. I don't know if he's got an issue.
Creed still leading, but Brandon Jones is there.
That car, the thing about that 54 has to be illegal, right?
Brandon's got a fast car.
That car is. Caution for Ryan Truex.
And there's the caution.
Again. Cautions. Grade. Cautions.
I said somebody dumped it. I don't know who it was, but they're racing there pretty hard.
Here's your top 5. Jones, Creed. Okay, what? Was it Alex LeBay? Alex LeBay got into him.
Kind of a tough spot there. You know, I think Alex definitely drove it in there. He had his nose in there, but I think Ryan was a little cognizant of the 27 maybe.
I can't stand these assholes, Truex.
He didn't want to give it up.
Lap 122, Decker having trouble. Decker went off the track and having trouble navigating the garage area.
Yeah, you know, it's late in the race. Ryan didn't want to.
Natalie Decker having trouble navigating the garage area in front of the track. Bitch, if you can't get on the track, why the fuck are you racing? Good God. How is this? Ty Gibbs the fastest lap, and yeah, no shit. All right, Jones, Creed, Brown, Gibbs, Alfredo, Gregson, Mills, Earnhardt Jr., Allmendinger, Herbst. Gibbs leads Dash for Cash. Makes no sense economically for in regards to the battle for the lead. The NRF meme shitpost meme. God, I love that meme.
Got a top 10 last week at Richmond, and here he is third. Awesome to see for this driver that is from right here in the Commonwealth of Virginia, Jamie.
I'm listening to Ty Gibbs' radio, and Chris Gale's crew chief just came on the radio and said, well, there's rain about 15 miles.
Rain 15 minutes south.
It's out there. Hey, drivers in the booth, when you hear something like
we're
that,
past halfway.
What do you do, Aaron? Drive harder?
No, I just drive. I think we're all driving as hard as we can every lap, right? And obviously, maybe the intensity ramps up. Ty's on the front row here now for this restart, so probably pushes a little bit harder knowing that's the case. But I think everybody's driving hard and doing all they can.
The crew chief's doing his job, letting his driver know what's coming, because if he didn't know, you feel like you're not, giving him the information he needs. But this caution helped him. I feel like he's going to have the outside of the 19, and I fully expect to be able to him to take advantage of this track position he has. But he has Noah, and Noah's probably been relaying the same message. See if the 9 gets aggressive here. They're finally on the same strategy.
Top 3 took the inside lane. Opens the door for those guys on fresher tires. As you talk about the outside, Gibbs and Gregson in control.
All right, here we go.
Starting alongside his teammates.
Ty Gibbs moves straight up to the top, to the front row. He's probably going to obliterate his teammate.
Brandon Jones had a good jump. Ty tried to.
Wow, Brandon Jones stays in front.
Is he thinking there at all about last week and racing his teammate?
Flat back here.
Flat tire for Josh. No! Josh Berry spins. God damn it. Lost a tire. The left rear went flat. And the best short track racer in the field clobbers the wall. God fuck damn it.
Dad always told me you run with the dog.
That sucks.
I've heard it put many ways. I've never heard it put that way.
God damn it. Mills
Don't know for sure
running
that's how the tire
7th
got
right
caught
now.
down.
But
Oh, the boss man.
oh, Dale Jr.
Major team drama development.
Thanks, Dale Jr. You wrecked your protege. Dale, what are you doing?
If it was the other way around, it would probably be worse for sure.
77 laps to go.
Thanks, Dale. You're done fucked up there. I don't play mobile games. I find that a waste of time. The thing about doing Harry Potter adventure, like the Hogwarts adventure, Hogwarts Mystery, was it? Right now, I'm trying to play through Pokemon Legends, which I got right here on my Switch. It's on the loading screen, obviously, but I'm trying to catch a Manaphy right now. But good lord! Oh, shit. The YouTuber Chugga Conroy was my inspiration. He did I haven't watched a lot of his videos in a while. I probably should, but he made he was the first Let's Player I watched back when I was in 5th grade. So that's 10 years ago. And I loved his videos. I first did video game Let's Plays. I had about 20 of them, but they didn't really work that well. 2.5 years, only about 100 subs. But eventually I got into, then I saw a Blue Jimmy 48 fan. I wanted to do NASCAR videos, and that's how I got to where I am now.
After getting together and cutting down a tire, contact with the boss man.
Hey, blue left rear. Yeah, he's come all the way down across the racetrack on the right front. Yeah, 10-4. He's already rolling, so.
Well, they probably won't be crying together tonight.
No.
No, I think it's going to be a different kind of meeting after the race.
Hey, but one off for Dale Jr. Starts in the back and he's 10th. That's pretty good.
Oh, he's doing a good job, man. He's hanging in there. He showed up and he's doing his job, man. He's doing a great job getting the car better throughout the night, holding his own out there.
Brandon Jones leading. His tire's 35 laps older than the guy that's second right now, Ty Gibbs.
He had a good jump.
Sheldon Creed hit it at lap 117, so his tires are a lot older. And Gregson and Brown complete the top 5. Vince, how about the 88?
Well, they used the strategy, of course, to get from the back to the front. And but once they've gotten it up there, they've been fairly consistent, but they've still been working on that car to get it to Junior's liking from a handling and balance perspective. But, guys, earlier tonight he talked about how competitive this series is. And for a guy that just jumps in the car once a year, to expect to come out here and compete against these young and veteran drivers, he said it's just not realistic. He is really impressed with this series, and although he was looking forward to having fun tonight and being competitive, he was giving these guys their due, and I think he's experiencing that tonight.
Age finally catching up with Junior, but he's been running well.
Guys on the fresher tires once again. Take the outside lane. The best of the bunch is Ty Gibbs, who restarts outside row 1, but as we said, the tires much fresher than the race leader, the control car Brandon Jones, and Gibbs, your leader, when it comes to going after the dash for cash, a bonus $100,000 on the line. 72 laps.
Here we go, restarting once more at Martinsville.
Man, at this point, 73, if you keep having cautions, do you think these guys that are on old tires even get a chance to put their tires on?
It's another good jump for the 19. But the 54 able to keep pace.
Another good restart there for Brandon Jones. Really,
He gets in front of the 54.
All right, now
Now another car hard into the wall. The 5 of Matt Mills. He was running in 6th. Jesus Christ. We didn't even finish a lap. 2nd time in a row.
Spent some time up front in the 28th.
What the fuck? 11th caution. What
Cautions
the?
breed cautions, especially here at Martinsville.
You know, going back to that, how do you tires? What's tough is you got so many.
Who got into him?
I said that earlier. It's just, you know, to give up the track position is going to be difficult.
Well, that started almost before the braking zone.
It's terrible. Herb strikes again. I think that puts Dale Jr. in the top 10.
Got loose there, and then he just got ran over. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's pretty. Still 70 to go. A lot of time, you know.
70 laps to go. My God.
Should be interesting after the race to see what if there is a conversation there. Oh man, that was really that was some powerful.
You know, you don't think you can wreck very hard here. You're not really going that fast, but I mean, you can take some licks here.
Yeah. He had those impacts, the rear impact, like it's no joke. Had one at Phoenix.
Matt had a real bad crash a month ago.
Wait, Natalie Decker. Someone said Natalie Decker piled into the incident in Discord.
Yeah, they'll take the toll on you.
I mean, how many laps down is Decker now? Decker's already 17 laps down. I think I predicted somewhere that she'd be 18 laps down.
Teammates sit to front. They got Brandon Jones.
This is fucking stupid. Just stop dumping each other. Well, unless it's a 54, then dump his ass.
Brandon Brown having a good night. Riley Herbst is in the top 10. He's one of those drivers going for the $100,000. We've had a whole lot happen in this race. We're in the 4th quarter, and I still feel like there's so much that's undecided.
Yeah, you know, obviously the players, the 9, the 54, and Brandon Jones is hanging tough on old tires.
All right, let's do a quick view count. Subs have not jumped up, which sucks, but you know what? We're 9 away from the view goal I set for myself.
Guys get track position, getting up there and seeing what they can do. 54 and the 9 finally being on the same strategy. So a lot of things here to settle in the last 7 laps.
Ty Gibbs gets the win last week, and we all know what happened. He's racing with his teammate. They trade some paint. Eventually, a little rub on John Hunter Nemechek. Ty Gibbs gets the win. It's been the focus of much conversation this week. Now he's up front a week later, another short track, and who's he racing with? Another teammate in Brandon Jones. Is that in the back of your mind at all?
Well, I don't think it can be because the guy behind him in the 9, he's not afraid to use that bumper at all. So we know there's going to be some aggression up there at the front.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. You know, I think Ty's an aggressive driver. I think if it's on anybody's mind, it's probably on Brandon's mind right now. He's having a race with Ty, but, you know, I think, like you said, Austin, Noah's going to be aggressive as well here at the end, trying to make something happen. So it's going to be fun to watch.
We talked about Jones being on the older tires. And Eric, you kind of alluded to this, but the caution laps do nothing but help him, right? I mean, and cool him down and maybe help balance out the difference there?
I think at this point, as many laps we've had under yellow here, these tires have equalized quite a bit. And obviously, there's still an advantage to being on newer tires, but with this many laps under yellow, these guys that are on older tires are definitely at way less of a disadvantage than they were when they first came out here.
Let's give a call to some other drivers running up inside the top 10. Anthony Alfredo has had a good night. He's 7th right now. Best car on track this evening for our motorsports.
Well, Anthony, I told you he's been doing a good job. You know, I mean, he steadily makes his car better throughout the race. He's knocking down.
All right, hello to everyone who's just coming in now.
When they get that tire advantage, I was pulling for him. I feel like a lot of people were to see him up front running well.
He's got the High Plains Drifter.
I'm working on, by the way, every IndyCar win in 1984. Hoping to get that out this weekend. That was Mario Andretti's final championship.
He did a race for RCR a couple of years ago. Chad Knaus was in the booth, and he had just been over at Chad's helping him install his sim, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, actually, Anthony, he got my iRacing rig up and running for me. I mean, he told me something. He built his first computer at like 12 years old.
really.
Darian, Black Flags Matter really trying to jinx people.
Smash them with hammers.
So that's totally different, actually.
You don't think that's the same?
Which means he can go fuck himself.
Talk about Anthony Alfredo. Here's the team car. Jeff Burton is 12th.
Because I don't want to get copyright strikes, students. You do realize that if, like, it ruins, well, it fucks up, well, the profit margins. But,
He's been going high and following Ty Gibbs. This time he goes to the inside.
Yeah, you know, I mean, the 19's getting a couple good jumps.
TV channels are finicky. Like, they don't necessarily like when people show stuff that they're showing. So of course they're going to go after people who are doing it. And stop it, because it's illegal.
If it was a green, white, checkered, I could very well see that happening.
You know, he got together on a restart right around this stage in the fall with Ty Gibbs at the front. So, you know, this is that time of the race where things are going to start getting really physical.
Yeah, when he gets later, it's the 19 into the 54 9-ball corner pocket.
Two Toyotas in the field after green. Here we go. 64 laps to go.
Quite the jump there, but yeah.
Ty Gibbs with a better jump. A 9 and a help. Looks like he's going to help the 19. There's those two are bumping a little. 19's on the bottom. Ty Gibbs. Oh! A bump for the 54. 19 to the 54. Go get him! Go get him! They keep, those two are touching still. Another bang. Do it again. The 54 this time clears the 19. How the fuck did he clear after getting knocked out of the groove? Good fucking God. And this is going to run away with it. That's what he does. It's fucking insane. That fucking car is... How is that car so good? How is he got bumped out of the groove and he's managed to take back the lead? It's insane. Like, if someone gets to him, Noah Gragson passes.
When the caution comes out and all that rubber's picked up, his car just fires off bad. He said once it gets rubbered up, we're good. So he's got his hands full here early after these restarts.
Yeah, you know, crazy what this track does when the caution comes out. You pick up all that rubber that you've been laying down, so you need those long runs. And understand what Noah's saying, because some guys have the short run car that really fires off, or a car that just gets better as the rubber builds.
Allmendinger for third, and this is big for him because
we need lap traffic to come into play. Yeah, but you got the leader.
Eric, talk about that curve right there. When you're in a rhythm and you catch that curve, how annoying is it? Like,
I think the 9. Well, we'll see what happens.
Seems like you hit it more on 3 wide here. To the 31, he has been.
Yeah, they're 3 wide all over the place in the track. 2 wide. Oh, a good move. Swooping down from the 18 in front of the 51.
It's just such a rhythm track, and you get dialed in and you get that sound in your head and the feel in your feet going. Everything's kind of flowing, and then you hit the
9 actually looks like he's actually catching up. He's just barely faster, but I can see the time. The FBI is not watching me. All right.
this is such a great track, you know, to work on. And just look at Parsons, and he sticks his nose in and gets thrown away. And he just keeps coming back for more, and that is how you develop and get better as a driver.
Yeah, you have to do that. You know, you can't give up. You have to continually try to, you know, find goals and make them. You know, I mean, he's doing a good job staying in there. Whatever his goal is, completing this race should be part of it. Driving the wheels off of it.
And that's with 55 to go. Actually, when that happened, it was closer to 60.
Sheldon Creed making his way back to the front here. Also, he seemed to made his car quite a bit better.
Well, they decided to stay out.
I might have jinxed him for saying that, because now the numbers are kind of going back up.
Been able to maintain that track position, to me, has been the big thing for a lot of these guys, just maintaining it.
Yeah, I jinxed him. Damn it.
Yeah, you know, I think he
For a brief minute, he was getting back about a tenth, and now it's going back up. Damn.
Having to really play the strategy game a bit.
We're going to work in another break. 53 laps to go in Martinsville. Gibbs,
Why is this 54? Ty Gibbs is way too damn good, man.
The nines, you know, he's holding his own right here.
Oh, I didn't realize they're navigating through lap traffic now.
Catch all that.
Well, that explains how they can catch. Some drivers are catching up with each other. But now we've run enough laps for lap traffic to start affecting the race.
I am full throttle. I am NASCAR.
What's up, Jones? Jones.
It's not unusual of anyone. Da-da-ba-bum.
Try to keep up, whoever you are. Stay ahead in the all-new Tundra.
All right.
Still, the Eat Fresh Refresh and Subway's refresh
Only a
there
few
in
lapped
town.
cars.
So we're taking this to Italy. Because Subway now has Italian-style capicola on the new matzo meat and supreme meats. Love the smell of Italian.
Damn.
Subway keeps refreshing and refreshing. Hi, I'm Johnny.
That car is ridiculously fast. Fastest car
Deep penetrating formula gets down deep into those joints for big time
by a big margin.
that funky smell.
I know. I've had enough of the 98 winning. I hope a 54 winning. I want another caution, and I hope he gets dumped on the restart. Just end our suffering. He's already won 3 races. This one, God, 3 out of 7. I don't need him winning 4 out of 8. Like he's probably gonna beat the wins record for a season, which is like 11, I think, or 13. I need to check Sam Ard's stats because he has the record.
Inside of 50 laps remaining. Ty Gibbs leading. Noah Gragson is second. Third right now is A.J. Allmendinger. We set off the top. They are the big
You know, the record's 11.
and they are delivering tonight. Second straight week that Ty Gibbs has led over 100 laps and trying to win from the pole.
We got more lap traffic up ahead.
Noah's been hanging tough in this run here. I mean, they're back and forth on lap times. Noah's been a little bit quicker here. It's fun to see it keep playing out. Let's see it stay green here for a bit. See how it plays out.
Yeah, hey, we've seen the 19 car. You know, he fell back a little bit after the restart. He's starting to find something here. I don't know if the rubber on the track's coming to him. AJ got around him and started driving away. The last few laps, he started pressuring him. Obviously, it's a teammate to Ty Gibbs. Maybe the 19 has some long run speed here as we get some rubber on the track. If he can get around to AJ pretty quick, it'd be interesting to see what kind of lap times he can make.
And you know, I know.
Oh, Myatt Snyder blows a tire.
Many laps on those tires, this Brandon Jones. I mean, the 31 is just beaten and battered for Myatt Snyder.
He deserves an award. Yeah, the busted knuckle award, maybe.
He'll have a lot of souvenirs afterwards for that body.
Okay, managing lap traffic. Put me behind the wheel of Ty Gibbs. What are you thinking here?
This is special teams, man. When you think about racing and what this is the special teams. You know, this is your field goal unit. You got a fast car. You got the best one today, it looks like. You got to make your special teams
Oh,
for you.
that's gonna help Noah. Ty stuck behind a line of cars.
You know you can't mess around right here, but you also don't want to caution. You want to make as much time as possible, and hopefully your spotter's up there.
Or maybe it won't. It's helping a little bit.
But these guys are racing hard. You know,
Gets past one of the cars. The 5.
Scenario right here for Ty Gibbs. You had him side
Come on, come on! Catch up!
now. You know, this is time for Noah to take advantage.
And all these cars that they're racing, as you point out,
He's still got to get past the 07. It's helping the 9. Oh, bad off turn 2. So now he's probably gonna get past Joe Graff, but now he's got to get to the 34 of Weatherman, and ahead of him is the 35 of Shane Lee.
Not going to be
Oh, come on!
You know, I think the guy in second is at an advantage here. The leader has to make the holes, get through, and once they go a lap now, you kind of lose a little bit of fighting.
Right. Sam Mayer continues to impress.
He's doing a good job. You know, his car's
Cutting away from the lead battle, despite the fact they're weaving through traffic. Yeah, well, I'm guessing they got through all the traffic because the margin's going back up.
Yeah, fun to watch when, you know, young guys come into the series and have a lot of
I'm praying something happened to the 54. I've had enough of this, of watching this. Well, next up's Myatt Snyder, who cut a tire.
We're a little bit tighter than the 9. That's why he's able to roll the middle better than us. Meanwhile, on the 9, they said our goal right here is to navigate and work through traffic better than the 54. So advantage 9 right now.
I don't know. We got 36 to go. Yeah, but he hasn't been able to get close enough. He's been trying. God, that 50.
To start this race, Noah Gragson qualified third. But because they had a tire issue, had to change a tire because he slid in his qualifying run yesterday, they had to drop to the tail. They used strategy, flipped the stage, gained some track position.
Next up is the 08 of Star.
That is why they are where they are. Similar situation here in the fall when he was able to get to victory lane. We'll see if that strategy is able to put him over the top, and if he can.
Oh, Star holding him up. No, 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 no.
That fight that they had on the older tires when they flipped the stage is what.
Next up is Allgaier. Block for your teammate. Block.
Take this race from the 54.
Yeah, the 08 really held up Ty Gibbs. I mean, Noah Gragson. I need the 7 car to hold him up. Fuck. Spin him. I don't care. Do something. Next up is Decker. Oh, yeah. Now we're the time for her to fuck up something. Fuck him. Right, you know. No, she's just fucking slow. Unfortunately, she's hogging the bottom. Why? Bullshit. Don't hog the... I'm gonna... What? 3-letter... Sex, obviously. Want something I've never had. Oh, God. Unless, like, someone would have to purposely crash out. Maybe Brian Sieg would. I don't know. Hi, NASCAR Fan 88.
Laps to go. Ty Gibbs leading Noah Gragson. AJ Allmendinger, and there's the caution.
Caution is out. Parsons looks.
Right front issue there for Stephen Parsons.
Okay, maybe this will help. What do you mean it's gonna rain? No, we've got 30 to go.
Oh, lost brakes.
Oh, Parsons lost his brakes.
So you got 24 cars on the lead lap. There are some drivers out there that have tires. You're going to be down, you know, roughly 25 laps to go.
This is actually
worth it.
If you're falling back on them.
Yeah, you're going to see a split here, right? Obviously, your top 2 or 3 are not coming in, but
well, I mean, they can't because the top 3 don't have tires, but Brandon
Yes,
Jones
it did.
Based on my math, should have a set of tires. I look back there, Brandon Brown, Anthony Alfredo. These are all drivers that pitted at lap 124.
I think, you know, 11th, 12th, Brown, Alfredo, they have a shot to do something with them, but you know these cautions are just going to follow each other from here on out. It's getting ready to get elbows up.
What are you hearing on pit road, Vince?
Well, big decision for Brandon Jones in that 19. Brandon doesn't like
Bob Ockris. Going, new name for this race. Call 811 before you get spun. God, I love Bob Ockris.
So it's a big decision, but I think they're going to stay out right here.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the big thing right now is what you said, Vince. There's just so many cars on the lead lap, and you're going to give up so much track position. And probably we're going to get more cautions, which means less opportunities under green to make good with those fresh tires, right?
Yeah, only 28 laps to go. And look, we got one taker in Brandon Brown, so we'll see how it works out for him. He came in running 11th. He's going to get 4 fresh tires. And for the guys like that, I think it's an opportunity. You got to take it when you got those tires because you're outside the top 10. You got to take the advantage you got here. That's 4 fresh tires from ready to go.
Well, he's got a lot less ground to cover to get back and make this work.
I mean, I think he can get back to where he was running pretty good, pretty easily. It's if he makes it a gain, and you know, truthfully, I think he could.
Look at these numbers.
Allgaier gets his lap back.
This year, Las Vegas and Atlanta. He led a combined 7 laps. Goes out last week at Richmond, gets a stage win, leads 114, gets his 3rd checkered flag of the year, and who knows how tonight will unfold, but the reality is it's been another dominating performance for Ty Gibbs.
I mean, he's been aggressive and obviously making some aggressive moves, but why not? They can't catch him. They can't get back to him to give it back. So, I mean, he's doing it.
You know what Boyer would say right now? The pay window is open. And quite literally it is for these 4 drivers. Gibbs, AJ, Sam Mayer, Riley Herbst,
The race is 8-1-1.
You don't have to win the race. You just have
Because the sponsor is call it 1-1 before you dig.
Right now, but who knows what will unfold in these final 25 laps, Coleman.
Yeah, hey, I'm really interested to see how this choose is going to play out. We're seeing it coming. I can see the 19 laying up, taking the bottom lane, which opens up the second.
It's like to watch out to make sure you don't hit any pipes or anything important. All right, 54, 9, 16, 1, 19, 98, 2, 11, 10, 21.
Sam was really fast last week when he was going for that dash gas at the end of the run. Like Coleman said, he's got some long run speed. He seems to take care of his tires well. So we'll see if he did a good job of it right here. But they got to fire. You got to refire, and that's key right here with this starting position.
You know what won the race for Noah here in the fall? Power move on the outside late restart.
This is all about preparation right here. You see these guys scrubbing their tires, buzzing the rears. It's whoever did the best job right here, keeping their stuff prepped, outworking the next guy. That's who's going to.
All right, we got less than 30 to go. Oh, please, please, I need a miracle. 24 to go. Great jump for Gibbs. He'll probably clear the field as per usual. Who the hell does he keep
doing? He got through the gears really well at launch when he hit the gas. Did a good job, getting that advantage. He's right back where he was before he went to break.
Sam Mayer looks like he's going to launch ahead. His best finish was 3rd. Oh, he went real high in the groove.
I still think he's going to gain. I think Coleman's right. He looks fast right here. Be able to hang on the outside like that.
Fast car.
That's impressive. I can't believe
he got that.
Rocketed around the outside. Damn.
Down here in October, came back to finish 4th. That was his best career finish.
Finished 3rd at Coda. At Richmond, that's right. I got a gaggle of cars. Dale Jr. he's in 12th. 3 wide. Oh! Oh, the back of the 39! And Hamricks crashes.
Paid the price. Yeah, it just wasn't going to work there. Too many guys going for too little real estate.
You ain't got to worry about the pace car. You're fine.
That, yeah, 3 wide was not going to go well.
Pretty far back here.
Two's getting a little.
Up, the 2 got in the 11.
That was into turn 1.
And the 2 almost hit his teammate as well. The 21 got loose and ended up whacking the 11. And the 11, what happened here? Flat tire. And Ryan Sieg, the bumper of his thing came off after contact with Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Checking up here, go for it.
Dale Jr. had a front row seat for all of that in the 88. Hey, free pass here, Justin Allgaier. I know that car's beat up, but
I might have a question for Coleman. How many times you guys...
All right, we hit the view goal. Now can we get... I wonder if we can get 4 subs to come around as well.
You know, tell the other spotter, you know, please tell them that we're sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on how many run-ins you've had with the guy, you know, and maybe that's a question we can bring back to you. Is there certain guys that you want to make sure that delivery gets across from, and then sometimes you're just saying it to say it?
I'll never say it.
go ahead, answer the question, drivers.
They ain't gonna accept it anyways, even if you say it.
Yeah, it's probably not worth the waste of oxygen.
It was funny, though, because Ryan Blaney...
Sam Mayer will line up next to her directly behind Ty Gibbs. Oh, please. Either dump him or pass him.
I hit him, he hits me, then we're good. And I'm like, so you know that. I mean, sometimes do you just know behind the wheel we've paid each other back and everything, it's time to move on?
Well, I think you know when you do something, you would probably expect some retaliation at times. Moves you make. You know, every guy in the field is pretty good at what they do, and it's pretty rare that something is totally unintentional on anyone's part.
I just love the drama in the spotter stand, you know?
Tire guys and spotters.
Yeah.
That's all the drama in NASCAR.
Need a space heater up there tonight. It's cold here in Martinsville.
We should actually put a camera up there to see what kind of communication goes on between them, you know, from driver to driver, relaying those messages, or if there's any of them, you know, get a little physical up there.
My spot, Rick Corelli, he can take an apple and rip it in half with his hands.
That's impressive.
Damn, Rick Corelli can rip an apple in half.
Message to Rick.
Don't mess with Rick.
Don't mess with Rick.
Lights are out.
I didn't even realize they're the choose roll.
For a $100,000 bonus, they're highlighted.
Oh, God.
On the scoring.
Oh, please.
What's Junior's record the last couple race starts that he's had? I feel like
Then someone's got to... Okay, Mayer's going to be behind Ty.
he's right there on the edge.
Just shut up, NASCAR Fan 88. We got 17 to go.
Side lane. Gibbs inside. 16.
Here we go.
To Mayer and Jones.
How is the... A good, better jump for the 9 this time. Still at 54.
Race's teammate. Here comes the one of Mayer.
Sam Mayer might sneak into this.
Go, Sam.
He is right.
Sam has had a fast car.
It's coming. Coleman, what do you think, man? That Coleman in one car. You called it, man. He's got his stuff together here late in the race.
Go, Sam. Second place. Oh, the 19 gets on the back of the 9. Come on, Sam. Go get him. Go get him. Please, go get his ass! Run him down!
I think the last 15 laps of this race is going to be exciting. If I'm the one-car spotter, I'm telling him to stay focused at the task at hand.
He's getting away. Oh! Caution is out. Jade Buford and Derek Griffith. But you know what? This might be what we need. Those two are going to be side by side.
Overdriving a little bit. That's going to be a big thing for him. Just
come on! Come on!
focus on hitting your marks.
Oh my
God. In the second there, you saw he kind of missed a couple corners on entry, but when he gets off the brake, the thing rotates really well. So, and he's fired off good, so he's going to get that opportunity to start beside the 54 or right behind him.
Yeah, I think if you're Sam, you take the top here as good as his car is, and we saw him on the top there. Yeah, AJ Allmendinger.
He's made it work.
Here's the reason for the caution.
Just like maybe locked the rears up there.
Yeah. Derek Griffin, 26. This next restart going to come. About 10 to go. You look at Gibbs and Mayer. Gibbs 19, Mayer.
I hope one of them please wreck the other.
$1,000 tonight.
No, I mean, free phrase. Mayer, wreck Gibbs.
Career start. Mayer just continues to take steps, Vince.
He does indeed, and tonight I've been impressed. You guys noted it looked like he overdrove it a little bit when he he got into second, but up until that point, I think he'd been really strong in not overdriving the car, considering how fast of a race car he has. He's taken what it has given him. We'll see if he can do that here on this restart. The spotter just let him know that Ty Gibbs has really had to use his tires on these last few restarts, and they may be able to get him here.
Please, tell me it's so.
Encouraging him to stay focused and hit his marks each
Sam, Sam, listen to me. You've beat up your front tires up. Oh, son of a bitch. Mayor, 10-4, I'll be nice. That's the last. What? I didn't need to hear that.
He saved his tires pretty well. Are you telling him, hey man, let's go after this, let's get to the outside and start on the front row?
So here's the thing, you know, we've seen him clear for second.
Call it, Darian, call it 1-1 before you get punted in the ass 250.
Relative to base your braking point off of, or do you lay up, go behind the control car? You're going to be within 9 laps to go and know that you can use that front bumper. He just got the second place from the inside second row. I think he takes the inside of second row here too. Lays up, tries to get clear, but potentially with some front bumper.
There you go. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, he's done a good job at this point getting to this position from, you know, what he did on the long run. Obviously, saving his tires, he's been able to be aggressive. What do you think, Eric?
Man, if I'm Sam, I'm taking the top. I mean, I think my car's been good enough. I know if I can get a good restart here, stay even with the 54, pin him down, man. Put him on the, put it on his door, and hold tight, try it up front.
Team radio for the one, Sam Mayer.
You're beating up your front tires pretty good, you know what I mean? You've moved them pretty hard these last 2 restarts, so you gotta have some life in them so that thing will still cut so you can get to it. Careful, I'll be nice.
Sammy, it's 10 to go.
Yeah.
Use them up.
Go, yeah, you don't need them. You don't need them. You don't want to get out of the car and say, man, I could have won another 100 on them.
Yeah, even if you say, does the choose have the dart? Yep, he chose the outside. Okay.
All right, here we go. We're gonna restart with 8 laps to go.
Outside for a couple laps here.
God.
If you can stay even with it getting to turn 1, I mean, it's hard for that bottom guy to really, you know.
54, 1. All right. Why is the 9 restarting behind the 1?
Yeah, I think the big thing here for Sam is just this restart coming up, making sure he's staying as close to even with the front of the 54 car as he can. If he can stay even with him through.
Here we go. Restarting with 8 to go.
8 laps to go. Big finish coming in Martinsville. 2 teenagers set to battle it out.
Here we go. Great restart for the 1. Fuck. And Dale Jr. spins. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, come on. It was my pick. Now I'm going to lose points in my fantasy league. How many drivers on the lead lap now? Well, 25. Dale, why? Well, someone's going to dump somebody.
More drama from the 8 and the 88.
Oh, what? Josh Berry's still on track? Oh, the 8 got into the 51. The 51 got into the 88. Well, Josh Berry paid back his boss. That's awkward.
Late race, Martinsville.
The call it on.
Inside the top 15. I think they're 2 missed a shift, stacked them up, and then.
Inside. Hold the brake. Hold the brake.
Chain reaction in Martinsville.
I think the chip works. They put the chip in the ignition this week.
I think he was having fun right there, doing a little drifting, getting that going.
Sheldon Creed.
Now we get to do it all over.
Oh my God! Yeah, I don't watch F1 practice.
Did you learn anything there? Do we have enough time to gain anything for those guys up front to reevaluate what they do as far as the choose this time around?
It's so tough, man. Ty's done a really good job launching.
Why are they running 3 wide?
It doesn't look like anybody's been on the outside.
What are they doing?
Match him into turn 1, so it's hard, you know. I mean, Coleman made the call to try to do the inside, but now you're down to 5 to go. I think you just have to match Ty coming to that restart zone. Try and stay even with him and get a launch.
It's tough, you know. If you're the one, you've got a big choice, right? You know, it looked like you couldn't quite hang through 1 and 2, even though I felt like he had a good restart. He just kind of got beat into the corner through the center and lost all his ground.
I will say, you know, bringing Coleman on this too is on the restart, you start timing guys. Somebody has tendencies. Does the 54 have the tendency to leave later or earlier in the box? The one just went to school right there on that last one. Let's see if he learns anything. What do you think, Coleman? Are you still laying up or are you going to the outside with only 5 to go?
You know, I'm still thinking the bottom. I look at the restart. He launched with him. He got through the gears with him. It was going into turn 1. He still had a nose at his door. And off of turn 2 is where the 54 cleared him. Typically, that's what you've seen all night. The 54, he's gone early in the zone all night. But as good as the one car launched out.
Oh, Sheldon Creed coming down pit road. That car looks fucked. That moves Alex LeBay into the top 10.
You also got to keep in the back of the mind, hey, I'm going to race this guy for a championship the rest of the year. So, you know, what are you drivers willing to do for $100 grand at this point?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, for sure. Go for it. But, you know, I think if
I wonder which owner gave the driver the better deal. We'll see here, I guess, in a second.
Yeah, what's their cut? If we know that, we got a good idea. If you're Sam, you know, you've seen Ty race this year, right?
It's a first win for Sam. He's fighting for
his first win. You've seen Ty's been aggressive, and
yeah,
you know he's going to do
last week.
Yeah, go for it. I think he'd say, get the money.
All right.
Sam Mayer, here's an interesting part of this story. Show me the money. His crew chief is Taylor Moyer, who was on the box 1 year ago when Josh Berry got his first career win at Martinsville. And actually, at that time, that was the
We're going to overtime. It'll be a 2-lap dash. Oh, please.
Taylor, did you bring the same setup for both cars?
Yeah, and you know, just think about the nerves that's going through Sam Mayer's head right now. 18, 19 years old, going for your first Xfinity win. You're got a lot going through there right this moment.
Well, you think about Ty Gibbs, you know, he comes over last year, runs part-time, did so many positive things, wins Rookie of the Year, despite the fact he ran part-time.
Atlanta was a frickin'... I can't believe he won Atlanta. Richmond, first career short track win. Yeah.
Last weekend, another last lap pass. In fact, if you look at the last 8 races,
Don't remind me of that. Nemechek passed him cleanly, and then he just responded by pounding his back bumper. I say anything goes at that point. Spin him out. Oh, because I call that fair.
He's won 7 times in his first 25 starts. That's 28%. The youngest driver ever to get to 7 career victories.
I mean, it's so impressive. The numbers don't lie. Ty's done a great job week in and week out. But I would be remiss right now to not bring up Noah Gragson sitting in third. He has proven to do whatever it takes a lot of times too, and they're in this situation in that battle.
All right.
We'll see what he has up his sleeves here. I'm sure he's licking his chops right now. He got the position that Coleman chose. See what he can do.
Yeah, Mayer does go outside. He doesn't take Coleman's advice, so it'll be the teenagers on the front row again. Gregson goes inside row 2. Outside of him, A.J. Allmendinger. We've gone past regulation, so this will be an overtime. The next flag ends the race. If the caution comes out prior to the white, we'll reset him and do it all again. It's overtime at Martinsville, presented by Credit One Bank. Who are you taking out?
Here we go. I'll get lined up, Mayor. Here we go. Oh, bad restart for the 1, and he takes out his teammate. Fuck me. Come on. LeBay, Curry, Messi, Allgaier, Weatherman, Griffith. What a shit show that was. The big one at Martinsville.
This is incredible.
Fuck! Jeb Burton. No, it looks like he doesn't. Oh, Allgaier, that thing is. Oh, and Bailey Curry hits him on the way out. Snyder and Hemrick bumps into him. Oh, fucking hell! What did I just watch? Well, the Solid Rock Carriers car, I forget which one that was. Oh, that was horrendous. The roof flap stuck. That's Brandon Brown, Sam Mayer. You done fucked up here. Mason Massey. Well, I think Dale Jr. Maybe he should have pitted. Jeff Burton's is all damaged. Oh, fucking hell. Thanks so much, Sam. You done fucked that one up.
Put his head out the window and peek around.
And we've got a red flag.
Our 16th caution has led us to a red flag, and it all happened. Restart first overtime.
Well, the one kept it straight, which is a miracle. But, oh, Lord. Of course, the one car that spun wasn't part of the big one.
An easy way to get your tires spinning, kind of stopping and going.
Yeah, just 16 got into him about
The 9, oh, yeah. Oh, the 27 hit it hit him. Jeb. Great. Caused a giant pot. It clogged up the entire entrance to turn 1. Jeb hit Gregson. Wonderful. The last, well,
lots going through your mind trying to process. Man, I was just fine like 15 seconds ago.
Yeah, what happened?
Coleman, what'd you see on that restart?
Yeah, hey, we just talked about how, the 54 was going early in the zone every time. He didn't really play many games with him. The one just kind of miscalculated that, got in the gas too hard and spun his tires. Kind of just what I've been talking about.
Smoke, steam pouring from Parker Retzlaff's car.
Front row on these restarts. Whenever you take inside of row 2, you can just
I think the 1 will settle in 3rd.
what the 54 is going to do on his launch. It at least keeps you in the game. Unfortunately, right
Matt Mills looks like he's going to be done.
It's going to be really interesting to see how all of this is.
Yeah, Gregson's had he has a roof panel that's stuck up.
Here's 54 team radio.
Well, the ones were worried about tagging us on the side down the straightaway, they get going. So got wheeling it to get to your side there and button the tires because he was turning down the hill, and then they all got hooked there together.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he.
Martins, yeah, this is going to go even longer. Yep, waiting even longer.
But I mean, he definitely was tight to him. It just, I think he started spinning the tires and angled him.
I really think he went, stopped, tried to go again, and just started spinning the tires really bad.
So we'll step aside. We had an overtime restart to end it, and we couldn't even make it to turn 1. One thing that hasn't changed, Ty Gibbs still leading at Martinsville. What a crash.
Yeah, slap shoes even, or someone just send it on Gibbs.
Sorry, I just locked in a great refinancing rate for my student.
Don't spin the tire. Yeah, what the fuck, man, Noah Gregson says. Don't spin the tires, get a good restart. Fucking idiot.
Saturday, it's time for the next chapter in an age-old rivalry. It's time for the Red Sox and Yankees. Because this is my Saturday at 3:30 Eastern, FS1.
Look, I only get one race a year to shine. I mean, I'm literally dirt. And I see you with your fancy next-gen cars. I'm just here at Bristol with 20,000 truckloads of my best friends to make your Easter Sunday eventful. Game on, baby. The NASCAR Bristol Dirt Race. Easter Sunday at 7 on Fox.
Sam spun the tires and Dinger got into him. He ended up spinning Gregson, and then everything else fell from there.
Series in Martinsville, Virginia. All set to go green. Little front moves through. Got windy, little rain, so it delayed us about 30 minutes. Quick caution for Brennan Poole.
I forgot it even rained at this point.
Yeah.
I know.
The call 811 before you dig 250. Man, I don't know if it's a derby or a race or what.
Ty Gibbs, good from the pole, wins the opening stage. Jay Buford went for a ride. This was the save of the night, I think.
Yes, got to be 10 out of 10 on that.
Might have a career in Hollywood coming up.
He came back to lead, did Stephen Parsons. Brandon Jones takes stage 2.
Wheel Hop City.
Yeah, Allgaier starts on the front row, but on a couple of different occasions went hopping through the corner.
This one might, it's not the one I was thinking. Yeah, that was the 8.
Yeah, that was Dale Jr. and Josh Berry getting together. Berry cuts down the tire. Look at that 88. I mean, that's a typical Martinsville car, isn't it?
It's an old mayonnaise machine.
And this our restart in overtime.
The big one.
Mayer on the front row with Gibbs. 1 into the 9. We parked him in turn 1. And caution number 16 leads to a red flag.
We're 3 away from tying the record.
No, the record's 26.
I'm not sure we're going to have enough cars left to get to the record of 19 cautions.
It's not the record. The record's like 25 or 26
With Chris
for
Gale,
Xfinity
crew
Series.
chief for Ty Gibbs, and you guys have fended off these restarts so far. What's the key to doing it again?
Getting a good restart initially out of the box, and then getting a good launch off of 2, right? We don't need to let anybody get to our bumper here is the thing. So as long as we can get a good launch off 2, good launch off 4, we should be okay, which he's done a great job at that all day. Well, one more time, right? You knew it was going to come down to restarts at the end of this in Martinsville, so here we go.
Yes, it is. Short track at its best. Let's go to Jamie.
And Jeff Mendering, the man on top of the box for Brandon Jones. So he has barely escaped. If you could tell your driver anything right now about beating that 54 here at the final couple of laps, what do you tell him?
I'm going to tell him to wreck him.
We love this
been
guy.
doing an unbelievable job today.
Please wreck him. Please.
We need a win, so I expect him to get a little aggressive, and hopefully we can pull one out here.
All right, that was a popular reaction by you.
Quote of the night.
Look, if the 8, look, he wrecked, he basically almost wrecked
He last
the
pitted, Brandon
18.
Jones last pitted at lap 124 or 2 hours ago, whichever way you want to measure it. I mean, it seems like forever ago that they made a pitch stop.
Now he's laughing, but the first comment, like, he just filled it up afterwards, like, yeah, I mean, it's what he expects him to do.
I think he was dead serious.
Yeah, this has been a great combo. Jeff Mendering, Brandon Jones. They've had a lot of success together, and they haven't pitted in a long time, but boy, he is hung in there tonight.
Talk to your cousin there, Eric.
A breaker, Brandon Jones. This is Eric Jones, Austin Dillon, and Adam
Breaker.
Box booth. Got me?
I got you. What's going on up there, buddy?
Oh, we're just enjoying this race. Looks like you've had quite a day, up and down. Some strategy put you behind, but now you're all the way back up here to second. We've
Gregson
put
in
down
15th
a
after
here in
that.
Martinsville, Virginia. So what do you think for this last restart? What's it going to take here to get up here and beat your teammate?
Yeah, man, he's definitely been fast right here. I don't know, man. We ran this race really smart all day. I've really liked all the calls we made. The adjustments have all been in the right direction. And we've been doing all the right stuff inside the race car here. So I think get to that 54's left rear here and give him a ride, and we'll see. I know he's super aggressive here with everybody else, so we'll just have to see how it plays out. But I certainly like my odds in second over leading.
Well, your crew chief was just on TV, and he basically said do what it takes here to get the win. So we're expecting to see a show here at the end.
Wreck him! Wreck his teammate! Wreck him!
Some proud moments here.
On 10-4, over and out up here. Good luck.
I was waiting for a thanks, fan.
Well, I was just going to say to Eric at the end of the interview, why didn't you ask him or to deliver the message that his crew chief had for us? And we didn't have to because he was ready to do it.
For it.
He was. They seem to be on the same page. I don't know if they're in cahoots here before we got to Brandon, but they seem to be thinking the same thing.
Yeah, he answered it for you.
Gibbs, Ty Gibbs, Brenton Jones, Sam Mayer, AJ Allmendinger, Landon Castle, Riley Herbst, Austin Hill, Ryan Truex, Ryan Sieg, Josh Berry, your top 10. Oh, god damn it, man.
Came to play, Miss.
Now we just sit waiting because we got a goddamn red flag. We got 2 fucking laps. Sixth star.
I don't know what it is about the NASCAR Xfinity Series in 2022. This is our 8th race, the 4th different race in which we've had a
Oh, fuck you! Don't, no! Fuck! Now my Wi-Fi is off. My Wi-Fi fucking up now?
I'm probably not going to mention what was just said, but, you know, he knows what happens here at Martinsville. Anything can happen, and when you're in that position... You're going to try and take advantage of it. The 19 doesn't have
Good
a win.
fucking.
He says he's going to go get it.
Switching to my phone.
It's had to go through. Now you're under the...
A little bit psych yourself out for the next overtime restart?
You can, but I mean, you know you've done it all night. You got to stick with what you know. Don't try and change it up too much. Just fire, get your tires back, heat it up when we go back here, and do what you've done all night. Don't change anything too much. I think you just stick with your plan. It's been working.
I agree. It's taxing running through that many restarts, and especially when you're the leader and you got the fastest cars in a place like Martinsville, right? You know anything can happen. You know these guys are right behind you. Green, white, checkered. You know they're willing to do anything to go up there and get it. So it's taxing on you for sure, but Ty's been doing a good job.
The other thought I would have is
we've got a bit of...
I mean, it's a beach out there. The speedy dry, I don't know how much longer it's going to be here. But the one thing I would say is, we're talking so much about the teammates and Ty Gibbs and Brandon Jones, and that's fair, right? Because we feel like that is where this race likely will be decided. However, if it gets as physical as we anticipate it might, and they have somewhat on their own predicted it will, you look at those guys behind him. I mean, there are going to be some drivers up there in position to steal one tonight just because of how aggressive it could get between these two teammates.
And before we went to the break, we found out Sam said his car popped out of gear, right? So
his car popped out of gear.
Correct that mistake. He's probably feeling pretty bad about what just happened with his teammate himself. He's in third. He can still attack from there. So, his mind's got to be thinking the same way the 19's thinking. I've got to make this up.
Allmendinger's there, but then you look. There's some drivers beyond Mayer looking for their first career win. Right, Ryan Truex is a part of that mix.
Yeah, we're getting some different guys up
Riley
here,
Herbst
in the game. Landon Castle in fifth. A lot of guys up here looking for a first win. Should be pretty fun.
Ryan Sieg as well.
That you're gonna laugh about. So Daniel stops. He's easing through here like really slow, and the 7 backs into him, hits him in
That's
left
Allmendinger's radio.
Then he eases up a little bit further, and the 7 spins out and runs into his nose. I just asked him on the radio, "You just like that movie Friday. How in the world do you get fired on your day off? How do you wreck up to the caution and come out?" That's pretty good. Smokey, don't you ever come out here. I'll call you.
You know that movie? They got Debo in there.
Yeah.
You know Debo? I mean, he's Debo.
I don't know him personally. I don't have him dialed, speed dial.
Do you know who Debo is?
Yeah, I know who Debo is.
Who's on the radio? Let's get Ty Gibbs.
That's all I called up last time.
What do I say? I don't want to inform him of what his teammates thinking. Hey, Ty Gibbs, this is Austin Dillon up in the booth, man. You've had a great race all night. What are you thinking going to this last restart? We know it's been crazy. 16 cautions so far. What do you got to do to get a good launch here at the end?
Well, I don't know. Hopefully I don't get hooked in the right rear. And
I hope you get hooked in the right rear.
Our Monster Energy 20 Super's not fast, so we just got to get away from the enemies behind us. Hammer down. It's been fun to.
Yeah, I think that's a great plan. Get away from the guys behind you. You've been doing it all night, man. Keep it up. We'll be watching and cheering. We're hoping that everybody gets to the white flag here.
You people.
Tonight's race scheduled at 250 laps. You take the delay at the beginning because of the rain shower.
Now we got this one.
You take this red flag. You think tomorrow night's Cup race has gone from 500 laps to now 400. My prediction is we spend more time in this television booth tonight than Mike Joy, Clint Moyer, and Chad Knaus do tomorrow. You want to show up, see what happens as NASCAR's Top Shelf goes racing for the 8th time this year. Second road course event. Our coverage begins with race day.
What? What road course are you talking about? Martinsville ain't a road course.
Jamie Little on pit road tonight. She'll be here tomorrow night as well, Jamie.
Yeah, we got some shims, slugs, ratchets, sockets. Let's see, we got a wrench. Oh, hey, Eric. Recognize this?
It looks, yeah.
You
looks
need any
good.
adjustments for tomorrow?
Yeah, you wanna roll over there? I think I could give you the list we got.
Okay,
you wanna help out?
We got batteries. I can just clean the car. We've got the cleaner over here, Just so you know, though, your car is in great hands. She's sleeping, covered up. It's very quiet back here in the Cup garage, so she'll be good and ready tomorrow, but I'm sorry if there's any surprises inside, all right?
Well, thanks for the help.
When I saw Jamie at the toolbox, and she was going through all the different drawers, and we've had the conversations with the kids guys. I thought she was going to pull some boxing gloves out, actually, preparing for after the race.
That'll be too good. Eric's
We're back to yellow.
Absolutely. Now, Austin, on the other hand, he likes a little drama, right, Austin?
Drama, it happens from time to time. My grandfather, he's that way.
Austin, your car's next. I'm headed to your garage, which is right next door, by the way.
Yeah, the cars look cold out there, Jamie. Are you cold? I mean, it's nice and warm up here in the booth.
Let me just tell you, your car is warmer than I am and our crew right now. It has been cold. What's going on? You got a water bottle over here?
Now look, we put a camera on that box to make sure no one gets too close to that
Look
unit.
and this right here. So I'm sorry to your crew. They're going to see us in here. But let's see. You guys don't have the labels of what's in here.
Our
There's a
box
bunch
is
of
unlocked too.
No labels.
Yeah,
you guys
no
just know
labels.
where everything is. That good?
a lot of 3 stuff. That's pretty cool. I don't know. What do you think, Austin? How was your car? You need any adjustments?
Well, me and Eric starts, I think, side by side tomorrow. So we've been in the booth side by side. Hopefully, we both go to the front when the race drops. I think I've learned a lot tonight. Track position matters, so we'll be trying to figure out how to get that from the drop the green flag.
Row 12 tomorrow night.
Yes, row 12 tomorrow night, and well, the cars are in good hands. I see the NASCAR officials around knowing that nothing has been touched, no tampering has gone down, but we're having fun going through your toolboxes.
Red flag has been lifted.
Hallelujah.
Just under 20 minutes under the red flag. And now we start thinking about our second overtime
Jeff
restart.
can see now. They got his hood knocked down, pulling that bumper out. Look.
Is this a strongman competition?
What an effort.
Now they're on the pits trying to get the cars back together. Earnhardt Jr. back up to 15th.
Pretty well cleaned up, though. I was a little bit worried about that outside groove in 1 and 2, but they did a good job of brushing that.
There's a little streak right through the middle there, about where the right front tire of the low car is going to be. Well, I don't know.
Hey, Dex, put the plan, you know, ties inside front row. If you're Brandon, you go beside him, you go behind him.
I think Brandon's going to go behind him.
Wreck him! Wreck his ass! Wreck his...
I'm thinking you go behind him for sure,
Yeah,
right?
It's that move we talked about earlier. It's the
Come on, wreck his ass!
corner pocket combo.
Josh Berry blown a tire, or a flat tire rub.
Top 10. He drove through all that mess. Can you believe that?
He's got something going on with his right front right now. It does not look pretty big tire rub.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to hold.
Well, it's got to hold for a lap and a half, right? Like, I know it wouldn't hold with our steel bodies that we cut.
It'd be cut right now under yellow.
The back of Bailey Curry's car falling off. Oh, Lord. The whole field is bloodied up. Earnhardt Jr. to 13th.
But right now, 5.
Is Dale really going to pull off a top 10 at the field like this?
Dale Jr.'s in 13th. I feel like he's got a shot to get a top 10 right here.
Oh, absolutely.
There's going to be... Sometimes, though, man, it just stacks. Gridlock.
Yeah, you definitely feel like late race restarts here. They seem to be like there's nowhere to go. You just kind of slam it into the guy in front of you. You're in
God.
Nothing's really happening.
Your head does a lot of that, what he just did. It goes back and forth, right in the middle of the corner. You can't control it. The guy behind you hits you.
You get hit so hard here from behind, it knocks your visor open.
Oh, yeah. I've had that before.
Yeah, that's how you know it's a good one.
Look at Parker Retzloff.
Parker Retzloff in 12.
26 cars plus some lap down guys when he paid his penalty.
That car actually looks pretty clean, too. Look at it. There's not many cars that look like that tonight. My gosh, everything looks clean on that car.
Got one mark on the left rear. Running 12. Probably going to pick up.
Josh Barrett. Dude, you got to pit, man. That tire is
in good shape.
croaked.
Good job.
Josh Berry will go into the pits. Clements moves into 10th. The hood fall up on the 27.
Did you hear what he asked for? It hooked the motor. I think he
The number 9 roof flap is still up.
That's South Boston, isn't it?
I think so.
Oh, Lord. The hood just popped up. It's not over yet. We still got a few. We got more caution laps to go.
Landon Castle is 4th right now.
Wait, what happened to Allmendinger? It's all like the list of people's all fucked up. The top 10's list is all fucked up.
One of the fastest laps of this race. He's actually been very fast, and just track position put him back all night because he stayed out to get those stage points.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see here. I mean, from what it sounds like, he's
all right.
one getting behind.
We're still not shows roll.
And they're all three just gonna go up the track for him. It sounds. So I don't know.
Everybody has these great plans right now.
Dinger. I mean, Allgaier. Some problems now with his right rear. It's like.
Yeah, as fast as he's been, it's gonna take. It's gonna take something pretty major, I think, for somebody to make a move here.
Right.
He's got to wreck. He's got to be wrecked. No, we're not at 2 to go yet.
Behind the 54, that's gonna do.
As much as we hear, these guys talking about what they're gonna do to go up there and beat him, they still have to catch him. Yeah, he's been too fast so far.
That's the thing. We've talked so much about what everybody's going to do and how you would race the 54. He's been in a class of his own all night, and the reality is the guys.
We're still not restarting.
Are at some kind of a deficit in compared to him. In addition to the fact that he's going to be in control of the restart.
Yeah,
I'm all for the entertainment, and I can't wait to see what happens. But my goodness, if you're a betting man, you gotta still put your money on Ty Gibbs.
Yeah, the tire preparation is like what I'm trying to see right now. Is there someone doing anything more than the next guy that might give him an advantage when we launch in this restart zone to just get that bumper right up? Like you said, the 19 wants to get to the left rear of the 54. He's got to have his stuff to go together right here.
Yeah, it kind of goes back to like getting through that lap traffic, special teams, right? This is the same thing. Running the tires and getting your stuff ready to go here, making sure everything's cleaned off, warmed up, ready to go. We're coming to the choose.
Oh Lord! Now we're coming to the choose rule.
What we would choose.
We're gonna have to come. We'll have completed 261 laps.
And I'm on that bumper into turn 1.
There you go.
Yep, you're setting. I'm going.
Brandon Jones going behind his teammate. He's gonna go for the wreck.
You're making the hole.
And I just think you lose so much control of that outside lane as fast as he is.
I'm surprised, honestly, to see.
And look who's starting the top 10. It's Dale Earnhardt Jr.
The one back on the top. Yeah, I'm expecting it to be reversed.
Maybe he could right the ship here, too. I mean, he said that it popped out of gear when he spun his tires. He's got another opportunity to...
Okay, I'm going to stay away from Discord or anything.
Second attempt at overtime. And
here we go!
Doesn't get back to the white flag and figure a caution. He'll reset and do it all again. Anxious times for Grandpa, Coach Gibbs, the owner.
Here we go! 19 going low. Oh, he gets in the 54. Here comes the 19 on the inside. 54 still going high. He still managed to clear. The 19, will he send it deep? Oh, frick. He tried, but the 54 is just going to get away like every time. White flag is out. One more lap to go. Here comes the 19 once more.
Here's Jones again.
Here comes Jones to the inside. Jones, will he clear?
No contact this time.
2, 3, and 4. Who's going to get there first? Jones on the inside. Gibbs, he clears. Brandon Jones wins at Martinsville. Holly fucking Luya. I don't like Jones, but god damn it, Ty Gibbs lost, and I'm happy about that. Fuck yes.
He did a good job.
Yes. I've never liked Brandon Jones, but until now, oh my lordy, yes, yes, yes. Jones. Castle with his best finish ever. Dinger, Hill, Mayer, Herbst, Truex, Gibbs, Sieg, Clements. Oh my God.
But I'm sure those guys watching 54
Oh my God.
They're thinking, man, wins at our time. And today, so time.
On top of, he was on the old tire strategy, I believe. I think he's one of those guys that is on an older set of
Ty and Sam are out of the car. Oh! Ty and Sam, they talking. They both got their helmets on. Sam, oh! Ty lands a punch. Sam's coming back. Fight.
Coleman talked about the fact they've been racing each other.
Sam pushes. They're fighting. Holy crap. They fighting. Go. But you know what? Ty, you should have taken off your helmet if you're going to fight. Because you look like a fucking coward. Oh, they got a grip on each other. Holy crap. Sam looks pissed the hell off. Holy crap, man. Wow. Brandon Jones.
He did win the race.
So you know what? Ty Gibbs loses in a bunch of ways. Dinger gets...
Grandfather, nothing cooler than the grandfather club, right? I mean, you think about races, you want to win in NASCAR. Martinsville's always on that list, right? It always comes to mind. Yeah, it's always cool to see someone.
Yeah, Dinger gets the dash for cash. So next week will be Jones. At Talladega, it'll be Jones, Castle, Dinger, and Hill.
And to get that win and make it happen, that's huge for him.
He won 3 times 2 years ago. Winless last season. Brandon Jones gets it done at Martinsville. We'll talk to Brandon in a moment. First, Vince Welch.
Oh, Lord.
Ty Gibbs. And Ty, first, the frustration that you had on the restart and then the conversation that you had with Sam.
Yeah, well, I tried to talk to him and he got a little in my face. So, you know, at that point, we gotta start fighting. But you know,
you didn't take off your fucking helmet, dude. You got nothing to stand on.
The only thing I'm mad about is this. One didn't have anything. He had, you know, he wasn't gonna get past the 16 there, and I just got hit in the left rear. But it's just frustrating. I just got driven the fence to the end. But you know, I was on the other side of it last week, so that's just part of it.
People booing a Ty, or is it a Brandon Jones? They booing.
The crowd, they got all excited about everything that's going on, but you are our winner. Take us through the last 2 laps with your teammate of all people. Looked like you had it, and then you didn't have it. Take us through it.
I mean, what a day. I can't say that we could have played it out any better. I love the call we made to get stage points. Drove the thing all the way from the back to the front and had over tires and all of those guys there at the end. Lions, Menards, or GR Super was certainly as fast as Xfinity Internet is. And this is a driver's racetrack right here. I've won it a lot of different places now, and this is one that you have to get after it. Ty ran a really hard race.
He did. Jones did exactly what he had to do to win. There's call me a hypocrite. You know what? No, Ty moved his teammate. I say he gets a taste of his own medicine. Because he wasn't wrecked. He got moved.
So much older than all of those that you're racing with.
Yeah, I mean, I think that one, they didn't fall off as much as may some people thought, and 2, we just knew how to use our tools, and they're really good too. We've got a lot of different things to tune with. So, yeah, I don't know. I think that just like I said, you couldn't have played it out any better, and really happy the way it ended.
You got a place for that grandfather clock?
Thank you to whoever just subbed, by the way.
So I know right where it's going. You had a perfect spot for it.
Congratulations, Brandon Jones wins it at Martinsville.
There's got to be a Sam interview as well, right? Where did Gregson finish, by the way? Obviously, because he was wrecked. Gregson finishes 20th. Oh, there's Dinger, because he won 100K.
Told me you weren't happy with the way the car handled it. I gotta believe you're a little bit happier now.
I'm happy with the money. That was a struggle, but all the men and women at College Racing to get this $100,000. First of all, thank you for Xfinity and Comcast for doing this. All the programs that they do along with this Dash for Cash. So really big deal. Get the men and women at College Racing some hard-earned money because they've been working really hard. But we did all we could with this accident industry Chevy Camaro. It was definitely not where we wanted to be, but my crew chief Bruce, pit stops were phenomenal. So we were going to maximize it. I thought we were going to finish 3rd or 4th anyway, and then yeah, whatever the hell was going on there. So it's
how do you describe what was going on there?
I mean, I didn't see the actual wreck. What I saw on pit road is stupidity, but it is what it is. Awesome job of my teammate Landon Castle. I mean, to finish 2nd. I thought he might win it going in the last corner. So we got a lot of work to do, no doubt. But we're maximizing.
Dinger is probably going to run away with the points now.
And, thank you, Xfinity and Comcast.
I think.
Extra $100,000. That helps.
Well done.
So here are the top 4 finishers, and these are the guys that would.
You're not going to interview Sam?
In 2 weeks' time.
Alright, you know what? I'm done for today. Thank you guys so much. Holy shit, what a way to end that stream. This is BowserJrXD signing off. See you tomorrow for the Blue Emu 400.